gentlemen, it is time to meet your Memphis Americans. Midfielder number 3, Brandon Rothfuss. Midfielder number 5, Mike Scharf. Defender number 6, Kevin Valencia. Midfielder number 7, Ronald Akinsinua. Defender number 8, Cesar Ramirez. Midfielder number 9, Bernardo Ferreira. Forward number 10, Joanne Lately. Goalkeeper number 12, Matthew Kling. Forward number 13, Dan Rodman. Forward number 15, Cordarius Williams. Midfielder number 22, Paulo Denzaco. Defender number 32, Giovanni Alvaredo. Forward number 33, Jordy Georgievich. And ladies and gentlemen, midfielder and your head coach, number 4, Corey Adamson. Ladies and gentlemen, your Memphis Americans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask that you please rise as we honor America and celebrate its freedom and those who protect it. Stand with us as one nation and one people for the singing of our national anthem, performed today by Amber Ray Dunn.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rock hid the red cloud, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home
Ray Dunn, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lander Center in South Haven, Mississippi. It's the home finale for the Memphis Americans.
Ladies
this is the NISL. I'm Jeff Private alongside
Memphis
Tim Van Horn. And Tim,
soccer?
it's hard to believe it was December 26th when we got things started. Here at the end, Memphis men have clinched the second spot. The women have clinched the regular season championship. Now it's all about getting momentum going into the playoffs in a couple of weeks.
And not just momentum, but critical minutes for the ones that typically aren't getting the lion's share. You've had some players come in as the season goes on. They need seasoning because it's going to be a long weekend in Fayetteville. That's next weekend for all the marbles in the NISL championship.
We are underway here at the Lander Center. The Memphis will be wearing the all reds this afternoon, and Rome will be in the whites trimmed in orange. Memphis this year, although they have clinched second, Fayetteville will clinch that top seed. Memphis does come into this match and will go into the playoffs with the most potent dynamic duo in the league, and that's George Georgievich, leader in goals, second in assists, and then Corey Adamson, the head coach and defender, third in goals, tops in assists in the NISL.
You know, George came in on fire at the beginning of the year, and he sustained that, averaging more than 2 points per game. Corey Adamson, he just kind of does a thing every match, and he's so consistent that those numbers have just piled up, and he's had a fantastic season. It's almost kind of quietly. I mean, he's been more of the back of the pitch leader, but he's been very productive.
Georgievich will dump it into the corner looking for a little bit of help. Has Ramirez over there, puts it off glass, bounces out in front. Nothing doing that time for Memphis on a carom. This Rome Gladiator team comes in at 1-9-0 on the year. They've only scored 43 goals, given up 63. They're a minus 20. However, discipline-wise, the least amount of fouls, and that may be due to the imbalanced schedule. Rome, of course, not having a home arena, will play fewer matches this season.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Here's an opportunity for Rome.
Klink with the deflection, and he'll clear that one out to midfield. Coming back up now, Rome will set up. We'll see Rome here set up on their offensive set for the first time as they get a change along the back, and it's going to be to Huell trying to make a move and taken away by Adamson.
People have asked, where's Peter Sliwa? Sliwa is expected to be back for the playoffs. He is getting charged up and ready for that big weekend. A big thing, though, for Matthew Klink, though, this is giving him some great minutes. He's a local guy, and he has acquitted himself very well as the deputy for Peter Sliwa, who established himself early on as the gold standard in the league.
Well, Klink will make a bit of a case if he continues playing well once they get toward the playoffs. Klink this year has faced 32 shots, given up just 7 goals, a 2.33 goals against average, 25 saves, saving 78.1% of the shots against him on the season.
Yeah, it's been good. Memphis has had some very steady goalkeeping, and it all starts at the back. You do want to build from the back and indoor, and there's a semi-roundhouse kick by Rodman, keep the ball in play.
Now Rome's going to have an opportunity. That banks off the left side from Klink, and that'll ricochet back out to midfield, and that's where they'll set up Kisula with the ball. He'll just dump it on back. Out to the left side, Villanueva. Back along the back line. They'll work the right side now to Herrera. Herrera off glass. Valencia now for Memphis. relatively even here through the first 2.5 minutes. Neither team with a huge opportunity, as Alvarado is going to have to dump it back to Klink. Rome giving just a little bit of pressure here, and they probably feel with one of the more prolific teams scoring 91 goals so far this year, they're going to try to take that same kind of pressure to Memphis instead of trying to lay back.
Did you see what Cesar Ramirez just tried to do with the elevated heel kick? That was pretty impressive. If I were to try that at home, it would require a bag of ice and a box of Epsom salt after the fact.
Mickey Perez is going to clear it. Mickey Perez has just faced 13 shots, 8 goals against, and 8.00 goals against average, 5 saves, just 38.5%. Their main goaler, Jose Campion, not starting here this afternoon. So Adamson along the left side works the glass, moves it up. Akinsinwa through midfield over to the right side. Adamson's going to cut into the box so they can find him. A little dead ball off the foot of Akinsinwa. Able to find a little room and cannot get the angle. Not sure Adamson was expecting that would have come through the box.
He gave the old thumbs up. It's like, hey, that's a perfect ball. I just couldn't get to it. But Memphis has made a lot of hay out of working off of the back post. They've been very disciplined, and that's been part of Corey Adamson's dogma since he's gotten here for the men and for the women. Play smart on the post. You can pick up goals, which are big difference makers, just by simply being at the right place at the right time.
And here's the guy that's been kind of lost to the mix, Mike Sharp, up the touch. Because you have Djordjevic, because you have Adamson, kind of overlooked. Sharp this year, 4th in the league in goals, 4th in the league in assists. He'd be a superstar. He'd be your main guy you're talking about, probably with every other team in the league.
Yeah, with 10 goals, he's a main eventer either way. But with Djordjevic and Adamson, yeah, he does get kind of lost in the numbers. But without him and without his defense and transition play, they would be in a heap of hurt. They'd be worse off. We'll just say that.
They'll go downfield, and that is a good ball as it hit before the yellow line. Nice job screening out there. They kept Cesar two-heel off of the ball, or else he would have had a one-on-one with Klink. Now Memphis trying to make a move. Djordjevic lost it, calling for a little bit of help. Williams comes up. Williams caught in the double team. That'll be deflected out of bounds. It'll be Memphis ball.
Another key thing to think about for the playoffs coming up is who's available on the road. That's a big thing because you may have the best regular season record or top 2 team, but unless you travel well, you have depth.
Djordjevic, a shot and a goal from the yellow line on the direct kick.
I think we just found out about the depth of the goal. As that one rattled the twine. This is just a beautiful ball from the yellow line. That one's swerving away, and I think it didn't hurt that Brandon Rothfuss was screening the keeper, just nudged out of the way. And it went through untouched. I think that might have been Rothfuss. It might have been Cordarius Williams.
Well, it was also screened a little bit by Felipe Villa, one of their defenders who had to move was either take the face sandwich or move the head out of the way. He opted not to take it in the face and screened Perez just a little bit. But a tremendous goal that time by Djordjevic adds to his league-leading 25 goals. Now 26 goals on the season for Djordjevic. They'll go all the way down, and that's going to be a 2-line pass over the yellows.
I keep thinking that's a 3-line pass, but it's the 2 yellows. It's the 2 yellows. It's all in guess it's all in the verbiage. But they'll have award ceremony over the next weekend, in addition to, of course, the playoff games. And you would figure that Djordjevic, Adamson, Sliwa would all figure into the mix here. On the women's side, you're gonna have your fair share of Ashlyn Jones, but we're going to see Carly Banks in the next match, and she should figure prominently.
She'll be an all-star. There should be no doubt about that. Adamson over to the right side, off the left foot of Sharp, will be sent back out. I think you've got to give some serious consideration to Angel Haley for MVP of the women's division. Leads every statistical category. The main ones: goals against average, saves, save percentage. Tied for second in goals against, second in saves with 157. Some serious MVP consideration. People look at the offense. Boy, but she's been outstanding in net.
And even when Memphis, on that rare occasion that they haven't won, she has kept them in the match. So it's not that she's had a bad day.
Oh, beautiful goal. They'll go two-heel over to Taka. He leaves it for Felipe Villa, and Villa buries the one-timer, and Rome has knotted things up at a goal apiece with 8:05 remaining here in the first.
Terrific transition work. It comes down on the left side. Adamson has to hold the middle. Djordjevic and Scharf can't get back in time, and Villa is wide open just for the tap. He just has to strike that cleanly, and he does. Matthew Klink, no chances. He's got to hold his right side because that could have been a shooter. So tough break for Memphis, but all knotted up at 1 here halfway through.
Rome, their stats are going to be skewed. Again, we mentioned they've only played 10 matches. They've scored 43 goals this year. They're averaging over 4 goals a game, so we could see this match this afternoon really get up and down. Now they'll turn Kashula. Nice little tip that time.
Well, and for the ones that are here for Rome, they can basically write off the regular season. Hey, all we got to do is be at our best for a week, and we can win this whole thing. So they have a lot to play for here in just getting their act together because they'll be on the road again next weekend.
Cancino over to the right side, played it off the boards. He'll have to loop back. Some contact there as he goes up against the boards of Chipumba. And back over to Adamson. Adamson lost it. Chipumba to the right side. Takes Adamson down. Loose ball. Klink deflects it a couple times. Can't smother it, but here comes into Zacco to help out.
Good focus by Matthew Klink to keep his eye on the ball to make sure he was just simply disrupting play. He had his hand on it a couple of times, could not secure it. Chris Strickland says, nope, you didn't have control of the ball. Play on. Well done, good officiating, and Klink just very, very smart play.
They'll leave it, and they never could get it settled. Rothfuss tried to get it settled down, but ricocheted off his foot, or he would have had a nice opportunity that time against Perez. Here is Djordjevic, a deflection, and finds the net. Second goal of the game. That's 27 on the season for the league leader.
33, Djordjevic
takes the one step in toward the center of the goal. The deflection, I think Perez is on top of this. I don't think he has a problem making the save, but once you've got the deflection, I think at that point the spin away from the keeper, no chance there. So good bit of fortune for the Memphis Americans. You miss on 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky and Michael Scott.
The center of the field is Villa. Keeps it over to the left side. That one's going to put back now Memphis a chance for a counter. We've got a whistle behind the play, handball.
Our first foul of the match. Don't forget 8 cumulative fouls for a team is a 2-minute team penalty. It's Memphis's first. Rome yet to scratch.
You know, if there was something you were going to look at on this Memphis team, and again, they're 11-5. They've clinched the 2 spot that they would want to clean up before they get to Fayetteville for the playoff round. Here is the free kick. Klink knocks it down. It would be probably the discipline. You've got the most fouls in the league at 81, most penalty minutes at 37. That's just one of the things you probably would like to clean up a little bit before you get to the playoff rounds.
Now is most of that Corey just getting mad?
You never know.
Some of that may not have even been on the pitch. That might have been Corey chirping over on the side. At least that's what we allegedly hear. Goes on.
On to the far boards. 5:38 to go here. Good match so far, up and down. Expect to see a high-scoring affair at the start of this game is any indication. And going down, and that's going to be a trip by Ferreira. That'll be your quick second foul of the match. They'll get Akinsino back in. So Rome will make a switch as well, just one across the back line. Taka takes it, and there's your new set of fresh legs. And that came off the foot of Herrera. Herrera with 4 goals, 3 assists on the year. Akinsino gives it up, loses it to Taka, and here's a shot. Yellow line is stopped at the stripe before it made its way into the box. Rome trying to wrap it around. Nothing there. One-timer goes wide to the right of Klink. You know, Rome's going to take an opportunity every time they get inside the offensive third. If they can get a clear shot, they're going to take it. Here they come again, but a whistle behind the play.
Yeah, Leonardo Segui had a good clean strike, just missed high. That would have been a tough one for Klink or anybody in this league for that matter.
So you got Scharf and Adamson on the pitch right now. Also Laley, so you've got a good combo in the middle to the right. They go to Scharf. What a goal.
Did he touch it?
We'll take a look at the replay. Scharf says he did. Just the slight misdirection. Yep, caught it with the left foot, and that's going to be assisted by Brandon Rothfuss, his second assist of the season, and Scharf will tack on his 11th goal of the year.
The fact that he didn't open up and play that with his right foot, but went with the trailing foot, you got to bump up the degree of difficulty on that. Even the Russian judges at the Olympics would have Would have scored that one a little higher.
Well, 4:18 to go, and the Americans expand their lead to 2 goals, a 3-1 advantage now for Memphis. This time Perez didn't get much on it. He wanted middle of the field. He's got Pinero. Pinero leaves it off to the right to Villanueva. Villanueva trying to battle, and the ball taken away, and that's an obvious handball. He's going to whistled for the push. That's why it was obvious, because Rothfuss was falling forward and grabbed it. Under 4 minutes to go in the first.
2 fouls apiece. Rome will press, at least provide a token press for 2. Memphis able to break the lines pretty easily.
Djordjevic back into the match. And they'll find Djordjevic, but quickly it's Mickey Perez who jumps on it, won't give him the opportunity for the hat trick.
Good probing ball by Cordarius Williams, just a little heavy on the touch, but still right idea.
There's a chance now for Rome if they can get Chipumba to come back around. Left it out front. That time Adamson cuts it off, and Memphis has a nice counter here, a 3-on-3. Adamson sends it ahead, nobody home, and an easy pickup for Perez.
Yeah, he had Ndenzako wide open on the right side, just an easy layup to the right, and it would have put him in through to goal.
But now Adamson gets this steal, a misplay by Mickey Perez, and Adamson makes him pay.
Well, I think he made up for that pass.
Number 4,
Corey Adamson's 12th goal of the season.
Adamson!
Yeah, it's a beautiful finish. Laces through the ball, powers it through. Goalkeeper, no chance.
Now Perez just put it out there. Not deliberate enough. And Adamson, he'll put Memphis on top 4-1. Now Rome regathers over to the left side. It'll be Herrera. Herrera works it up the boards, gets it back off the feed from Huerta. Here's Herrera, and that's going to be deflected by Rothfuss out high. Long off the glass by Valencia. Well, the plan worked early for Rome to try to play Memphis game and try to counter with some pressure, and here they come again. But now a 3-goal advantage for the Americans, and Rome looking for a little momentum before they get into the quarter break here. They would love to get this thing within 2 goals. Nice misdirection by Huerta, and the shot deflected by Alvarado, put out front, and Memphis able to get the clear off the boards. So Valencia plays it. Boy, he's guarded tightly by Huerta. Gets the turnover. They go to the left side, and with the left foot, it's going to go just a bit high. Chance for the rebound here by Tuhill. Comes back outside. Memphis doing a good job keeping him wide. He'll find a little bit of room and fires it wide to the left of Klink, but that time, unfortunate for the Americans, very fortunate for Rome, as Rome puts it in off the right
goal
side.
For the Gladiators.
And that's going to be a goal by Kenny Taka.
Yeah, he went high. That one actually got into the upper netting of the goal. Wasn't the upper 90, but that one hit the roof of the net. Beautiful shot. That was rising all the way through. Tough chance for Klink.
So 4-2, and so the high scoring continues here early on in this match in the first quarter. 6 goals in the first quarter alone. Under 2 minutes remaining. Very likely could see another goal somewhere before we get through this first, as Villanueva takes it long down the near side to Herrera. That's not a bad touch to go long. Chipumba was coming on, but Klink able to get out there, cut down the angle, and just catch it in midair.
Yeah, that was a smart dummy run, because you never know if Klink's or any goalkeeper, if they're screened, what they're going to do if they think that the first guy's going to take the play.
Now Rome running 3 wide, and Adamson gets the takeaway in the steal. Adamson, nifty move over to the left wing. Hacancino's shot is deflected. Rome looking for a bit of a counter, and Scharf will have it along the right. Scharf off the back hill. Little chip shot. Header and skying and tipping it away. Great save that time by Mickey Perez.
Good presence of mind to keep the ball off the goal line, too, because he could have easily taken a step back and then conceded one.
Here's Djordjevic again. He's already got the brace, looking for a hat trick. 24 seconds to go, and a 4-2 Americans lead here at the Lander Center. And then Zacco to the right. Save sent back outside the defensive third with 13 seconds to go. Rome's got a chance here with 10 seconds remaining. Chapumba had it knocked off. Valencia able to get the clear. Last chance just wide to the left of Klink. The follow will not happen in time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the score at the end of the first quarter.
To the end of the first quarter here at the Lander Center. The Americans in a shootout early lead the Gladiators 4-2. This is the NISL.
Your Memphis Americans are proud partners with James Pest Management. For all your pest control needs, call the good folks at James Pest Management. James Pest Management, a proud partner of your Memphis Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, on the field, he is Earl.
What's going on, Memphis American fans? All my American fans, make some noise. I appreciate that. Like 5 people made some noise for me. All right, we got the guys here. Hey. All right, we got the Lobos guys out tonight. Make some noise for the Lobos soccer team. All right, guys, you ready for the musical chairs? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Okay. All right, we're going to start a round. We're going to go around. And when you hear the music stop, whoa! Number 15's out of here. Wah, 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 wah. All right, let me take the chair out. Let's go. DJ. I forgot about it. Uh-oh. And you're out of here. Let's go. All right, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. All right, we keep these 2 chairs here. All right, y'all make some noise for him. Y'all make some noise for him. Who you guys think is going to win? Look at their hands. Oh, you're out of here. All right, the last chair. Let's see who's going to be our winner, number 11 or number 24. DJ. Oh, number 24 is our winner. What's your name, my guy?
Knox.
Knox is our winner. Make some noise for Knox. Good job, Knox.
Today is Chamber Day at your Memphis Americans. Thanks to all of our local chambers of commerce for being out today and supporting your Memphis Americans.
Well, a 4-2 lead for the Americans as we have played one quarter here at the Landers Center. As the Americans have a couple of road matches before they stay in Fayetteville. They'll end the season in Fayetteville. They'll stay there for the playoffs, and Corey Adamson hoping to keep this momentum going into the playoffs coming up.
So what do you think, takeaway from the first quarter? Need some more action?
Yeah. Be a little bit more deliberate. Lots of fireworks so far. In front, that ball slowly rolling, and nearly an own goal comes right in front of the box, in front of the line.
Would have liked to have seen that. I don't think Cordarius has scored this year, if I'm checking my notes correctly. I don't think Williams has a goal. That would have been his first. Now Adamson's doing the cone drill and getting pushed around by Huerta.
Well, a little talking with the officials here after the play, waiting for the direct kick. And Scharf will exchange some words with Cesar Tahul. Just underway, second quarter to get a 4-2 Americans lead. Over to the right side now. Well, the dynamic duo of Adamson and Georgievich have lived up to the billing early on, and here's a nice clear out of bounds. pretty much all that Memphis could do that time as Dan Rodman sends it out of bounds.
Yeah,
it's a good movement by Rome. I think he hit it right on the head. That's the thing for the game. I think there's plenty of goals to be had in this one. I think both clubs are just opening it up and see what happens.
Huerta's going to take it. Huerta's going to go directly off the wall to the right side into the foot of Tella and can get the header. Cleared by Memphis. That's Alvarado. Sends it long, and here comes Williams. Williams racing in, but that's going to take a couple of hops into the hands of Perez.
Shots in the first quarter. Rome actually had more than Memphis, 8-6.
Here is Taka. Taka down the middle. Has the wings to his left and the right. He'll go to his left. Cleared out right side. 2 Rome jerseys there. Moved along by Tahul. Back up here to Huerta. Now Caesar back at the midfield stripe. Shot deflected that time by Akinsima trying to play it in. He'll get it back. They'll just clear it back, try to regather their shape. And now they'll bring up 2 along the back line as now they'll get a little bit more aggressive. Take a chance here at Perez back as they get a switch. It's been interesting watching the development of the NISL. There's been indoor soccer before we know other leagues, and there have been other incarnations, but just watch the difference. It was pretty standard across the board in late December, everyone running a 2-1-2. But to see the developments here is a shot and a beauty in the upper 90 to the left of Klink. I don't think Klink knew it was going to make it that far or take that bend, but Chapumba with the goal makes it a 1-goal game.
Yeah, Chile Chapumbu launches this one. This one's going away from Klink, heads into the far corner, nails that one. I like this guy. He's shown a lot of energy, shown a lot of initiative in the first quarter, and his efforts paid off here as he's brought the Rome Gladiators back to within a goal here early in the second quarter.
Going back to what I was talking about before, that outstanding goal, just the development of the offenses here in a brand new league, not just the 2-1-2 anymore, seeing a lot of 2-3s, a lot of pressing up, a lot of switches up. These teams formed in the fall of last year, so only about 2 weeks prep just to kind of get to know each other. And let's face it, there's been a lot of roster movements on a couple of these teams. The Americans have been pretty consistent. You would expect a Fayetteville and a Memphis who have played at the top of the league to stay pretty steady, but the 2 teams that have struggled a little bit of roster movement, not so much of Columbus, but Rome without a home has had a lot of roster movement on both the men's and the women's teams.
Yeah, and part of the underlying cause of some of that too, you mentioned roster change, you also mentioned who can travel, but also the learning curve. A lot of these guys come from outdoor soccer or maybe more of a casual indoor soccer where this is, you watch this, I mean, this a lot of this is by the book. It's a lot of technical skill. It's a different beast than outdoor soccer. And the learning curve that some of the teams have taken, and you've noticed once these teams have started to get it, it has the quality of the teams and also the quality of the rivalries has improved exponentially over the last couple of months. It's really been fun to watch the improvement of the league as a whole.
Off the back foot and off the back of the cleat. They had the opportunity lined up, just a bit of misfire, else we could have had a tie game. I believe Huerta just kind of topped it a little too much.
Yeah, a lot of spin, and Klink was able to just corral that against the far board. Otherwise, we could have been tied up. There was an opportunity by Rome as they've come out on the front foot here in the second quarter.
Alvarado had Valencia ahead, couldn't see him, played it in the middle toward Lately. Cleared by the Gladiators, and there's Huel again over to the far boards. Banked out the glass, the fouls. He has checked in the boards pretty hard right in front of the bench. Will be interesting to see, as Andrew Haynes and other league officials have told us, there is expansion planned. We're not sure how many teams there will be, what area there will be in, but with expansion, and now with the league with a year under the belt, that skips under the foot of Cesar Tahul, and Klink makes the clean pickup. That's not as easy as it looked if you're watching on the broadcast today. That one's going to be cleared out of bounds. Nice catch in the stands, but it will be interesting to see what kind of influx they get in talent. Really, not so much in the men's division, but now the only women's indoor pro soccer league, what kind of influx they get in interest.
Yeah, because we've now that we've seen the body of work on the women's side, we've seen some excellent indoor soccer. We've seen some very competitive matches, and with the added roster spots that will be in the league and geography-wise, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. In America, I mean, this is if you want to be a women's player, this is the place to be, and this is going to add more opportunities, especially those with a special technical side. Speaking of technical side, Jeff.
Corey Adamson finds the far post and banks it in. As one of your top goal scorers in the league and the head coach. He's third in the league. And give him another one. And Memphis back on top 5-3.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say about that? I mean, you just watch it, you admire it. Incredible. Incredible finish.
Well, one thing that Corey Adamson is going to be looking at in the offseason, that's his second goal.
Sleepless nights?
Yeah. Sleepless nights, not just because of the men, coaching the men, but we'll see what the league was going to mandate, because this is something they probably verbally thought about. But in the offseason, how many can you protect on your roster with expansion, especially you look at his first-place women's team?
Yes. Yeah, that's a terrific point, because you've got a lot of good talent out there. I mean, you've got, and let's not forget, Laidley's had an excellent season as well. He's not necessarily what you'd call under the radar, because he's a lot like Scharf. His numbers would lead pretty much any other team in the league, but you look at guys like that. Then you look on the women's side, as you said, protecting the roster is going to be critical for Memphis. It'll be critical for Fayetteville as well. They've got an embarrassment of riches of talent there too.
Yeah, it'll just be interesting to see. Will they have any rules where you can only protect X amount, or will it be fend for yourself and best of luck? You try to keep. You can keep everybody on your team if you're able to.
Well, he'll have plenty of time to figure that out, because as an expectant first-time dad, he's going to be up late at night, so he's going to need some reading material anyway.
Here is Scharf over to the left wing. He'll send it back, and Memphis will just clear this. Just over 8 minutes remaining here in the opening half, and the Americans with 5-3 lead. Braces by Georgievich and Adamson. Again, most potent duo right now in the league. Off the back kill. That's going to be a whistle. Looks like they're going to get Valencia on that
Memphis
one.
Sport and Spine are official partners with your Memphis Americans.
Be third team foul on
downtown in Cordova.
The Gladiators. Memphis with 4.
Hogan, thanks to Memphis Sport and Spine, proud partners of your Memphis Americans.
Adamson with the quick bank off the glass to Georgievich. Well, that's one thing you'll see teams now. They're not allowing Georgievich a lot of times on the set pieces, on the direct kicks, to really free himself, because you can tell he's trying to get a little semicircle, trying to round himself in with that long leg and that big frame. Basically, if you would call it hockey on turf, he's trying to get that slap shot from the yellow line, but he's got to wind that leg up to do it, and they're trying to really close that gap.
It's been interesting to watch the patterns that he runs, because he does almost in a way give himself some negative space, the way that they've now set him back up further away from goal, just so that he can have time to take a look at where he wants to take the ball, maybe make those changes in direction. As before, he was able to pretty simply post up fairly low to the goal, but teams figured that out, and he's had to adjust his game, and he's done so.
Both teams going to get a change here as Adamson will take the kick. He's got Georgievich off to his right, Scharf to his right, Georgievich to his left. They'll post up on the low blocks. Here's Adamson, 3-person wall, 2 just off to the wings. Hesitation leads it to Georgievich. Touches and just off the crossbar, and it was that close to being 6-3. Excellent opportunity, unfortunate result for Memphis. Beautiful strike, though. That time it was close for Bernardo Ferreira for his 5th goal. Off glass, they'll go up high on Rodman. Rodman leaves it for Georgievich, and a great save. Tremendous save that time by Mickey Perez.
Wow, great work there to stonewall Georgievich.
Little chip shot in, probably looking for Georgievich to get some sort of misdirection, but it sailed over his head. Now back to Robin as Memphis will switch it up front just a little bit. And Memphis will hang back. Georgievich now right at midfield. Right side is Laidley. Left it, no one there, and Villa will take it for Rome. Turn back over it. Scharf and Laidley. Scharf to the left side. Pokes it, it's loose, and it's going to go in. Not sure if it was touched last by Kasula. Regardless, Memphis expands their lead, and that is Oscar Huerta, who is down behind the play for Rome.
I think they might have bumped knees. Let's see the finish of the play. There's Scharf driving through. I think Scharf had every right to go for the ball. It didn't look like he was driving through Huerta. You have Rome staff now trying to tell Ben Meyer that there should have been a foul called, but it looked like from here on the first glance, we did not get a second look at that, but it looked like Scharf was going through the ball. It was a 50-50 ball.
Well, that'll move the lead to 6-3. And we'll have timeout on the field here with 5:16. So take another look at it.
Oh, no. Scharf didn't do anything. They were trying to claim that Scharf hit him with the bottom of the boot. Scharf had both feet on the ground and was going to the ball. It was Huerta whose leg was up. It was incidental contact.
Yeah, but caught him anywhere. Well, he's holding down by the calf, so caught him down there, but I thought it hit it in the inside of the thigh, which is already a tender part. But good to see him pick it up to a jog as he is able to walk off the field.
Yeah, just on second glance, I mean, it looked like Scharf was just going for the ball. He had already made the touch and was running toward the ball. It's unfortunate. You don't want to see anybody hurt, for sure. Memphis extends its lead, though, 6-3 here, midway through the second quarter.
Well, the last time Memphis was home last week, Columbus came in and they tied the game up quickly in the second half, and then Memphis just scored eight unanswered. So that's the firepower I think you see. And now you've got Laley down at the yellow line, and he's holding the hamstring. Play resumes and continues on until we can get a ball that strays away and it's tied up. And now Laley down. And again, it's kind of holding that hamstring. But Fayetteville and Memphis, the two teams that can explode on you real quick.
Yeah, they can. And Fayetteville is going to be – they're going to be at home next weekend. That's going to be – not only are they going to be the number one seed, but they're going to get to sleep in their own beds. That's going to be a tough ask to get beyond the Fayetteville Fury next weekend in the tournament. It looked like it looked innocent enough with Leonardo Segui and Dwayne Laley. Unfortunately, he's up.
For the Americans, number 10, Dwayne Laley.
A player for each team's gone down over the last minute. Fortunately, both have been able to get up and walk off the field, and Memphis will get Cordarius Williams in Laley's spot.
Yeah, no harm, no foul there. It's just going to be Chris Strickland's going to offer up a drop restart here for Fayetteville. Back underway.
Over right side now, and it's going to be Pinero. Goes long if they can get the quick turn, and that's Klink. Knocks it down twice and finally gathers it. Off the foot that time of Herrera. Rome trying to get a counter working, really not developing. Now they'll have a little spacing for Villa over to the right side. Again, more of a 2-3 formation shape, rather. They'll kind of have Villa dance around in the middle, but they'll try to force three up at times. Off glass, heel kick that time is sniffed out by Klink.
It's a smart read. That could have easily gone one of a number of places, but Klink was smart enough to step up, close that down, and pretty much smother anything that Chapumbu was trying to back heel. But again, I like the creativity. I like what Chapumbu's doing down there. Good presence of mind to at least give it a shot.
A look for Ndenzako may have got a little bit of his head on that one, but it's going to roll back to Perez. Now there's Georgievich and got whistled in. A big hole there. You can see the jersey come back of Felipe Villa.
That wasn't the jersey. He got pantsed.
Blue card called against the Americans. A 2-minute
So another
power
foul
play
on
for
Memphis.
the Gladiators.
Thank goodness for sliding shorts.
And so that'll bring a free kick coming up here for Rome. Well, you've talked about the playoff. We've talked about the playoffs a couple of times. Going to be the two-game format, but if you're all level and you're even on aggregate, they're going to have that what is it, the 15-minute extra game?
The mini game, yeah.
The mini game. Over to the left side. Left for a one-timer and a goal, and a beauty by Oscar Huerta, his fifth of the season. And Rome not going away quietly. They pull back to within 2 goals.
Found a nice pocket and then just went high drilling that one past Matthew Klink. A beautiful finish, but the inbound ball from the corner on point and allowed Huerta to run onto that and pick his spot. Well done. And again, a 2-goal game. Rome is refusing to let this one slip away.
So Memphis maintaining a 2-goal lead, but plenty of time for Rome to pull to within one, but still plenty of time for Memphis to get it right back. They'll leave it right side. Back kill, and that was a fortunate bounce. Ricochet off the back of Kasula, back into the hands of Perez. Now Memphis on the counter. Adamson battling. Can't fend them off, and here come the Rome Gladiators. The goal by Ty Huell, and that will be his first of the season. And all of a sudden, the Gladiators within a goal.
Yep, just after the power play goal. And to point out, a terrific throw by Perez to spring him loose on the other end of the pitch, and then it was simply up to Huell to make the finish. And sure enough, now Gladiators are knocking on the door of the Memphis Americans here with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, now Rome a chance of back-to-back goals to level this up before the half. And again, they continue to play aggressive. Chipumbu back along the back line. He'll take it now on the boards. They're going to double him up, not let him have much free room. And a big check at midfield. And that'll take Rodman off of his feet. Looked like Chipumbu got into his shoulder.
Be the fourth foul for the Gladiators. Memphis sitting on 4 as well.
Adams will look over his formation. Sends it through the boards, and Williams just shrugged off. That's one thing we'll probably see out of Cordelius Williams before next year. I'm sure Cordelius knows, very athletic, very fast, probably put a little weight on there and a few push-ups before he makes his way up.
Yeah, just shaking off the haters a little bit. Oh, it's getting chippy. High scoring and chippy. Be good to see what the second half holds. And we still got a little bit of time in the second quarter here, Jeff, to get something else on the board.
Sharp check near the boards with a minute 30 to go, and now it'll be Adamson taking it at midfield. Adamson will work it up. He's got Rothfuss over his left. He's going to take the shot, rolls it along the ground, looks for the deflection. Here he comes. That shot's going to sail out of bounds by Sharp.
Yeah, just got a bit under that one.
Again, like the athleticism we've seen out of Cordelius Williams so far, but going back to my point before next year, probably put just a little bit of mass on. That'll help him from getting ridden off some balls and pushed into the boards.
Yeah, that's going to be critical. Oh, here's another opportunity.
Way out and just sent into the sweet area here.
Just a reminder to
Is
stay
Klink
alert
not going to risk
at all
anything?
Times. The ball does fly into the stands.
55 seconds. Clock
higher than
stops.
others.
The ball out of bounds.
Return
Less than a
that
minute.
ball to the field of play. Your safety is our first priority.
We got to acknowledge the Americans fans have been good this year. Not a single one has tried to walk out of the building with the ball.
Right. So they're going to have the kick. Top of the key. Memphis will set up 3 across the front. And it looks like V is going to take the kick. Or Willie. He has got one man behind. He'll drop it back to his right. Here's the shot. Nice deflection. Got sent back out off the foot of Huerta. He took the secondary shot. Villa. Right boards of 44 seconds to go. He'll keep it. And nothing coming on. I believe they wanted a trailer to get a one-timer from about 25 feet out. Rome keeps possession, though, with 33 seconds. Off boards, and a nice job defensively that time by Rothfuss to ride Huell off of the ball and not let him get solid contact.
Which may be the last chance for Rome. We'll see if Memphis can get one more opportunity here in the waning seconds.
Nice move left at Consinwa. And he'll lose the ball. They'll clear it with 7 seconds to go. Sharp got taken off his feet, and there'll be a whistle with 2 seconds to go, and that's where the clock will stop.
That's a big break for Memphis because that's a 5th foul now.
Officials timeout.
Instead of going into the dressing room with just 4, that will actually work in the Americans' favor as they head into the second half. Be interested to see if Memphis takes a timeout here to try to set something up.
That's what they're going to do. Corey Adamson wants a timeout. Chance to set up one shot.
Called by the Memphis
a direct
Americans.
shot and probably just crowd the box, look for a deflection.
Our ball toss game takes place during
That's
the
really your only
women's
chance with 2
game,
seconds to go, because they're going to be.
Follows the conclusion of this game.
What's the cook's going to come behind the yellow line?
Yeah. So what's the cliche for that? Is it in the mixer, in the blender,
in the Plinko, game of Plinko?
Yep.
Put it in there and hope you get the friendly bounce.
I think it's too close to the goal to be a Hail Mary.
So be sure and purchase your balls.
So 6-5, Memphis
will do the ball toss game
threatened to
at
pull
the end of the
away
third
in a
quarter
game that was tight early
the women's game. The
and
women's game
high
coming up
scoring,
about 20 minutes
but back-to-back
following the
goals
conclusion of this game. Stay here with
within
us and support your
27
Memphis Americans women's
seconds
soccer
by
team.
Huerta and Tahiel. Make it a 1-goal game right now, and likely that's where this half will end, barring something special here, as Adamson's going to take the kick, and we'll see who Memphis is going to put in on the set, and they're going to. Yeah, that's all you can do. Put 3 in the box, maybe 1 on the backside, and see where Adamson can put it.
Now, he scored from about 5 feet in front of that not 10 minutes ago. I think you just aim for the same spot and you just screen out.
Well, a lot of jostling going on the goal line, too. They're gonna send Valencia. Now, you can bump around the defenders. I think they want to assure that Mickey Perez, the keeper, is able to have his lateral movement there.
Chris Strickland, former MLS official, says, all right, guys, you can get physical. Let's not get dumb.
Adamson sends it high. That's going to end the open. Oh, no, they're going to stop the clock. 1 second to go. And they'll just throw it down to midfield. That'll end the first half. Tim, it's been exciting. Memphis was up 6-3. Looked like they would maybe pull away, get a 3 or 4 goal lead, but here come the Gladiators, and we should have a good second half coming up.
Yeah, plenty to look forward to. I think Rome going in's got to be the happier of the 2 locker rooms. They've got momentum, and they also got some belief that perhaps they can knock off this Memphis Americans team in front of this home crowd at the Lander Center.
We're at the half. The Americans with a 6-5 lead. This is the NISL.
Soccer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to introduce the 2010 Lobos Rush. Make some noise for them, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for them. Uh-oh. Whoop. Uh-oh. He's got some moves. Uh-oh.
Nice. That's cool. Taking a hold. My bad.
Whoop.
Off the wall. That's your son? Huh? Yeah.
Both teams playing great defense. And the score is good. Three minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Whoop. Uh-oh, what a move. And ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for both teams. '10 Lobos Rush.
Welcome back to the Landers Center. We're ready for the second half of NISL Soccer. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Tim Van Horn. Had a game that looked like Memphis was going to pull away and maybe open things up for the second half. Rome storms right back, 2 goals within 30 seconds, and this should be a great second half.
Yeah, they've been peppering the net. They last quarter they had 11 shots on goal to Memphis' 5. 19-11 is the shot total through 2 quarters. Rome has been out on the front foot for this. Memphis, tell you, they got out to the lead, and Rome hasn't caught up, but Rome is just not letting Memphis get away. And I think they went into the locker room with the momentum for the second half.
Near steal, and it will be Ramirez leaves it back. Here is Scharf. If Scharf can get it settled, and he is ridden off the ball. Nice job defensively by the Gladiators. Djordjevic leaves it left side. Touched in, turned, shot, and a great save that time by Perez. Rome with a chance for a counter. They can get it ahead, and they do. They've got Huerta. Huerta shot it, and a great save by Kling. So both keepers come up huge to start the second half in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, not only a great save, but then the presence of mind to know where he was at and to head the rebound away and not go up and try to handle the initial shot. Well done by Matthew Klink, and well done by both clubs coming out of the box just like we ended the first half.
Well, a header, and that time it was Ferreira that got into the back, and now we have a big contact on the boards.
That's going to be Villa. I think he's going to go to the sin bin for 2 minutes for boarding as Adamson is still down far side.
Officials timeout and injury timeout.
And now it looks like
Adamson, that don't know if it's that right arm or not, but he will make his way up to his feet. But that right arm, he's not moving it too much.
A blue
it looks
card
more like the shoulder.
The Gladiators.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the athletic trainer Brooks Turner has come back from the dressing room for halftime. Here's another look at that. Look, their arm locked in. The shoulder drives Adamson right into the boards. And in the NISL, as we've been told, the officials have been instructed, any fouls into the boards, automatic 2-minute penalty.
So they will send Villa into the penalty box. So 2-minute power play coming up here for the Americans. Adamson is up and okay. In fact, he'll stay in here for this power play. He usually runs the point on the power play.
Looks like Fayetteville will start off in a diamond. We'll see if they shift and morph back into a 2-2 box as Bernardo Ferreira will walk this up for Memphis.
Off to the left side. They've got Scharf over on the right of Ferreira, and that's where they go. Ferreira back up high. Rotates the left side. Djordjevic winds up with the left foot, and that's deflected well out. So 20 seconds killed off the power play. Ferreira slowly back up, almost a 1-3 setup. They'll put 3 down low, and that banks off the glass along the goal line, and Scharf finishes things off. Not sure if Scharf got much on that. We'll see who the official goal scorer is.
In fact, here's a good look on the replay as Djordjevic with the pass down low to Alvarado. It looks like that Scharf had the last touch before it crossed the line. We'll wait and see what the official scorer says, but it does look like he's going to get credit for that.
Well, we do know, and they just announced Scharf. Of course, that is unofficial. We'll wait till it posts here on the board. But Alvarado and Scharf, regardless, going to get a point out of it each with an assist and a goal. And Memphis on the power play goal, back up by 2, 7-5 Americans.
If Chuck Roberts deems it so, it's so. Of course, we were a little late starting the second half because he was out shaking hands and high-fiving the kids, but who wouldn't want to hang with Chuck for a few minutes? He's got the best hair in the NISL.
Left side and a touch to the right side and a foot race to the ball, and Klink banks it hard off the glass. Up high to Williams. Williams will get doubled up. Villanueva cornered the ball on the boards, and Rome will have control of the ball. Chimpumbu, who was very active in the first quarter, didn't hear a lot from him late in the second quarter, but very active in the first.
Yeah, and he is he's a player to watch here in the second half for Rome as they're going to continue to try to work the wings. Here's a dead ball opportunity for them here.
They'll wind him up, and it's going to go right into the breadbasket of Matthew Klink. Try to go long that time. As Ndenzako makes a nifty little move across the board. Chimpumbu will smother him over there. The board's not give him any room, and Zacco is trapped, and that'll bring the whistle out. And so the foul on Rome. And so Memphis will have a free kick here from the right side, Rothfuss.
7 fouls for Rome. The next one will be a team 2-minute penalty.
The next foul.
Lays it across the ground.
But your Memphis Americans, it gives them a 2-minute
So it'll be
power play.
Scharf, assisted by Alvarado. That is the official. So Scharf in on the action. His second goal. Actually, Scharf now with the hat trick. So even though Adamson and Djordjevic got the early braces, it's Scharf that rallies for the first American get a hat trick. Last Sunday, it was Alvarado, Djordjevic, and Adamson.
Well, that's what you were saying.
Scharf, 3 players of hat tricks in one game.
Well, that's what you talked about earlier in the match, is that the Americans have 2 or 3 guys that could very well lead the other teams in the league in scoring if it wasn't for Djordjevic and for Adamson. And Scharf is one of those guys that just is quietly having a brilliant season.
Sent on down, and the angle not there for Williams. You think he wanted a little bit of a chip shot over Perez, just didn't have the angle. That's about all he could do, and hope that was somehow going to hit the boards and take a friendly roll.
I think he wanted that on the downward swing, and he had to take the volley on the upswing, and that just zipped that one way over the goal. But that would have been a great one to open his account on for Memphis.
Here's Villa, sends it long to the left. Rome plays in the middle, nobody home off the feed, and there's a chip shot in from Huerta. Through traffic in some open space for Ramirez. Backs it up over to Valencia. Now Memphis will back it up to get a little bit of space. They'll let it roll through to Valencia now, left wing. And Valencia is down away from the ball. Caught one in the ankle. Rome's got an opportunity here. Got a one-on-one. We're at the right side. Klink with a save outside and a foot save and a beauty from Oscar Huerta tried the rebound, and that one just high the crossbar. Another follow, and they peg at it enough times that Tallis finally going to find some open room, and Rome right back on the board.
Yeah, if you don't succeed, try and try and try and try and try again. And again, Klink's goal just getting overwhelmed. He had made 3 previous saves. And no chance there to finish up. I would be interested to see what happened on this play earlier. It looked like perhaps a couple of sliding attempts by Taka. I don't know if he got him on the second slide, but there were a couple of aggressive plays where Kenny Taka was sliding through the midfield. He might have clipped Valencia. I'm not sure. Maybe he got caught in the turf, but it happened right after
Valencia.
The two had come together at the beginning of that sequence.
Well, that's the 4th stoppage we had in this match due to injury.
Here you go. Here's a look at this. Here's the play. Yeah, caught him sliding in. Caught him right above the ankle.
So 5 minutes in, 7-6. Remains a 1-goal lead here in the third quarter. Americans on top 7-6.
By the way, great work pulling up that replay for us. That was yeah, no doubt there was some contact there. No whistle in front of Chris Strickland on that one. Let play breathe.
Alvarado back out right side. And they'll work the back line. Now Memphis being a little bit more deliberate in this offensive set. Turn it over. Here comes Rome. It's a Huel across the middle of the right side. And Zacco caught an elbow up in the face. Nothing, I don't think, intentional, just trying to swim his way around into Zacco.
That is the 8th foul against the Rome
Gladiators. Caught him up high. That's the 8th foul, so that should mean a power play coming up.
2-minute power play.
Here's another look from the near side. Good positioning, and yeah, it looks like maybe a finger to the face. But yeah, it didn't look like anything malicious, but again, that's not necessarily the criteria. So Memphis another chance with a power play here. And just as the Rome Gladiators have clawed back to within 1, here's a chance. Here's a great chance for Memphis to expand the lead. Once again, Memphis has had the lead the entire match.
Yeah, it's been a severe deficit in shots, 26-14 favoring Rome right now. Memphis scored relatively quickly in the last power play. We'll see what happens here. That's where they scored last time. This time, Perez able to corral it in front of the line. Rome's got a chance for a shorthander, but they're not able to outrace the defense. They did have Herrera breaking out free. Here's Sharp. Sharp now sets up a 4-on-3 to the right side. Rodman in the corner. Sharp.
I'll tell you who doesn't show up in the statistics a lot, but means a lot for the Memphis team. It's a guy that's absent today. Jonathan Bogus is out with illness today.
There's a shot just off the left post.
And his defensive presence, his physicality is missed out there today, but it has given some guys some opportunities to get some minutes as well. There's an unforced error.
Adamson back in the match. First time he's been in a couple minutes since he went down after the last power play, banging up that right arm. Not sure if it was the shoulder or the wrist when he was ridden into the boards. With the left foot deflection and a beauty. What a setup and what a finish off the right post. And the Americans score again on the power play. And Sharp on the board yet again.
I'm not sure if that was a shot or if it was a pass. Nonetheless, we're having Sharp Boyardee for lunch. His 4th goal of the match, a power play goal, and extends the lead once again to 2. It's 8-6 Memphis.
Sharp, a first quarter goal at 4:20. Sharp, a second quarter goal at 5:16. 2 goals coming at 13:30, and now 8 minutes remaining here in the third.
And we already have a combined 12 shots in the period.
Well, they're filling up the scorecard in the game sheet here this afternoon. 14 total goals with 23 minutes left in this match.
The Memphis Americans are proud partners.
Of course, the women will play after this one. Memphis taking on the Rome Gladiators, and Carly Banks back in the building.
Well, their women's team has been solid this year, 6-4. They sit in second place, and as you mentioned, Carly Banks, outstanding. We noticed that the first time we saw her, 15 goals in the season. Now she leads the league. So you're going to have the top goal scorer against the top goalkeeper today. Oh, there it is again. They find it on the backside, and now Memphis starting to expand it as Dan Rodman tips it in.
Rodman with the rebound. Where we heard that before.
Dan Rodman!
Bernardo Ferreira with a great entry pass into the box, and not much that Rome could do. And again, the preaching by Corey Adamson of be mindful of the back post has been paying off just massive dividends for Memphis today. They're buying what he's selling, and Memphis now extending for the first time in a while back to a 3-goal lead.
9-6, still 7-12 remaining in the third. Rome's proven they can jump back into it, and down by 3. They don't want this deficit to grow any as they send that out of bounds to the far side. But going back to the women's match, it's going to be good because you're going to see, again, Banks against Angel Haley. That's going to be a good match. Top goal scorer, top goalkeeper in the league.
That's going to be very good. And then you're going to see really a good assortment of Memphis Americans players. Of course, they've had some additions during the season, and I have to tell you, every single one of them has made some sort of significant contribution. This has been a very fun team to watch. Of course, they've already clinched the top seed for the playoffs next weekend.
Well, Alvarado got in behind Huerta that time. Maybe fortunate didn't pick up a foul. Memphis sitting with 5 fouls. So the left side, it's going to be Taka. Into the corner, healed, and an easy pickup that time by Klink. Yeah, Klink will take his time, and we can see Rome again. They have not laid off the pressure at all this match. Sharp has Adamson to his right. Instead, he'll go long. He'll find Williams in the left corner. 3-on-2, looking for Adamson in the box. They try to get it to Huerta, send it back into the corner, and that will ride the wall out of bounds.
That's good pressure, forcing Casula. Kick that out. That'll be a restart. Memphis over to the right of Mickey Perez's goal.
Corey Adamson right in front of Bob Bakken, former voice of the minor league Memphis River King hockey team that helped us out a couple of weeks ago. That one is going to be cleared out.
Is Bob riding today? Is he riding or is he just hanging out? Because if he's just hanging out,
guy's always working.
Yeah, if he's hanging out, he needs to come hang out with us.
He's always working. Into the corner, and that's Williams trying to pressure. Banked hard off the glass and cleared, and here comes a counterattack. 3-on-2 for the Gladiators. Leaves it to the right side. One-timer, and Klink able to deflect it out of bounds.
Memphis Sport and Spine, official partners with your
Good
Memphis
decision by Matt
Americans.
Klink to step up off the line, took the shooter. Adamson not able to play catch up.
Stop in and see Dr. Hogan. Thanks
And
to
here's going to be really the dilemma that Corey Adamson's going to be in with Klink playing a lot of these games with Sliwa being out. If Sliwa comes back in the playoffs, they're two vastly different style keepers. Klink will stay back. There's a shot into the box, deflected, and they may have given it up. Right side, and that was on the back side, and I believe that's Ferreira who caught a piece of it. Got past Klink, and now Memphis a chance to counter. It'll tip that time Adamson coming left side. Or check that Ferreira again. High is Tella. Adamson put it into the corner off his head.
Oh, whoa, hello. And here come some Americans off the bench, but it looks like it'll just be a line change, but they are not pleased. And did I see a yellow card come out?
Yellow and a blue, and so they're going back to the box. But going back to my point is
against the Gladiators.
Slee was so much more aggressive coming out of the box and playing up, where Klink will stay back a little bit more. So it's your defense who gets used to what. Let's see about the contact here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you lower the elbow and the shoulder in, and you're doing it right in front of Chris Strickland, 100 out of 100 times, he's going to make that call. So it's 2 minutes into the box for the man advantage, and I believe another 5 minutes for the misconduct. He'll have to sit out, but it's a 2-minute power play.
They're going to have to put another person in the box to serve the 2 minutes, if that is the case. 5-minute major is going to stay over there. But you're going to have two people in the box, one to serve the 2, and then the guilty party, which looks like Pinero.
Two Rome Gladiators
or Neto, depending on which
box.
roster you go off. But you do have two in the box.
The Memphis
so Chapumbu is going to be serving
power play.
It's a gutsy person to put in the box to serve the 2, because he's been a factor in this match.
And it looks like Fayetteville will open up with a diamond on the far end. And I think we've got everything sorted out now.
Judge Chapumbu will be able to come out after the power play.
And I think he may have just come off, so it may have made sense that he was going to be resting for a shift. Shift anyway. And plus, Memphis will likely score. Everybody's scoring on the power play today, so he won't be in there long if the current form holds for both teams.
So Memphis will jog it up here. Adamson slowly is going to take a look over. They got 3 across the bottom, so they're going to play 3 low, 2 high. One in the corner didn't get it. Rome, left wing. It's going to be Herrera. Herrera couldn't make the turn inside. Djordjevic gets the steal. You got to admire what Rome's doing. They're not just going to play Herrera up. They're bringing 2 more guys up. If they can get a chance to get a shorthanded goal, they're going to go for it.
Absolutely, and at the very least, if they can just kill this clock, because they're hoping best case scenario they're only down 3 when this penalty gets killed off. But if Memphis were to get one here, that could be the backbreaker late in the third quarter.
Nice ball movement to the left side. Couldn't finish it off on the one-timer, and they were looking for Scharf on the right side. But it's going to be Perez who sends it out of the defensive third. Keppen, you got a minute left on the power play. Adamson waits patiently. A little 2-2. They'll switch back to the diamond. Here's Scharf. Scharf with the left foot sends it in. Turnaround shot, and it's going to be wide to the right from Rodman. And Adamson at the center circle. 40 seconds to go on the power play.
Really surprised Perez didn't throw that to one of the sides and make Adamson at least give some sort of chase or force Klink to kill some clock and track it down.
There's a chance Djordjevic trying to maneuver his way through. And they've just done a nice job this time in the power play. They've clogged up the lanes and not given much. And here's a big contact. Bernardo Ferreira down, grasping at his lower leg.
Clock will continue to run here. This is to the benefit of Rome. Memphis will have a free kick here, almost even with the top of the arc. Oh, yep, there's a slide. He has been slide tackle. Kenny Taka has been slide tackle happy today.
Adamson leaves it for Djordjevic. Djordjevic inside, and that one's going to get chipped high by Rodman.
And that'll bring Rome back to full strength.
So Chipumbu back into the match. She'll come on and stay on the field. So back to even strength, 5-on-5 under 2 minutes remaining. Long and headed by Adamson. That's been a fast-paced game, and Rome with the takeaway. Chipumbu left side. Makes it high off the glass in the corner. Adamson takes it for Memphis. He'll battle with Herrera. Herrera will give him just a little bit of space. Get a 9-6 Americans lead. Healed into the corner. Rodman sent it in. Scharf battles. Wrapped around and cleared toward the yellow line. Off the back leg, and that one's going to be sent high into the air. It's going to stay in bounds, but a little contact again in the corner. Time they'll get Herrera. Will not be it'll just be a foul, not a penalty. Off the board's right side, Alvarado tried to dump it back in. Now Perez is out of the box. That's dangerous territory. 2-on-2 here for Rome. Chipumbu left side. They'll shoot wide. And if you watch the game, Philly had Chipumbu coming down the left wing, and he fires a laser wide to the left.
Just missing. That one just had a little bit of a tail off at the very end. That could have troubled Matt Klink very easily.
19 seconds to go. They lose it, but Klink able to clear it. And Nzako, they'll go all the way right side. Akinsinwa trying to make the turn to his left with 8 seconds to go. And wrapped around and caught him on his neck trying to swim his way out of trouble. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. The pace continues. Memphis has a little bit of separation, but far from over. The Americans lead at 9-6. This is the NISL.
In the women's game, but you be sure and get your balls now. 5 balls for $5. Available at the merchandise stand outside of Section 106 on the main concourse. Be sure and get your balls for the ball toss game coming up. Your Memphis Americans women team takes the field about 20 minutes following the conclusion of this game. And now here is Earl, and I think he's got a trivia question.
Thanks, Chuck. Hey, guys, let me ask my guys over here. All right, I got a trivia question for you. I think they're going to put it on the Jumbotron. All right, here's tonight's question. What college did Mike Shriff graduate from? Missouri S&T, B, Ole Miss, C, Memphis, or D, Boston College? What you got, my guy? He said D. Let's see. Oh! Make some noise for my guy. What's your name? Me. Make some noise for Lee. Back to you, Chuck.
Fans, don't forget your Memphis Americans women's team. They do take the field about 20 minutes following the conclusion of this game. You stay here and support your Memphis Americans women's soccer team in their final home game of the regular season. We would like to say thank you to Chick-fil-A of South Haven for being official partners of your Memphis Americans. Also, today's Chamber Day. Members of the South Haven Chamber of Commerce here in attendance. Welcome, South Haven Chamber. The other chambers in attendance, we're glad to have you here for the final home game of the Memphis Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the fourth quarter.
Ready for the fourth quarter for the Landers Center. Jeff Brightwood alongside Tim Van Horn. 9-6. Memphis looking to strike early and get a 4-goal lead, and probably at 4 goals, they can feel a little bit better about this one. However, if Rome scores early, it's anybody's ball game. Gladiators push wide to the left. They've got a trailer coming right side. Klink is going to come out a little aggressively. He's going to cut down the ankle. He had Tahul coming down on his left. Never wanted that to develop.
Good calm presence just to ease the ball ahead to Akinza Henwa. And Memphis able to thwart an early push here by the Rome Gladiators. But you can bet they're going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at Memphis here in the fourth quarter.
Williams down to Ndenzako. And no battle for the ball as it'll be Villa who takes it. Sends it long and out of bounds.
Youth clinic this morning was massive.
Yeah.
Here at Landers Center. Dozens of kids. It was for area youth between the ages of 7 and 15. Coaches and players were on hand. It was fantastic. Some of these players, I know Corey Adamson, Brandon Rothfuss, Bruna was here today. She and Angel Haley. They've put in a long day, but I think it was worth it. A lot of smiles today, and hopefully they'll do plenty more of that next year. I know this was the last one of the 2022 season, but good to see them giving back to the community.
A little bit of a late whistle. They're going to get Endenzako on the infraction as he got into Kenny Taka near the boards. Just a foul, no penalty. Memphis starting to ride close to the 8 that would give Rome a power play.
Yeah, sitting on 6, Gladiators with 3 after already accumulating their first team 2-minute penalty earlier in the match.
Sutter runs the key, and he'll go from long distance. Klink to his right. Ball still alive. Ball never was able to get settled, but a nice opportunity, and Klink another great save going to his right.
And then meanwhile in front, Brandon Rothfuss and one of the Rome players in a WWE scrum. But here comes Memphis.
3-on-1, and Zacco misses just wide to the left. He got it past Perez, but couldn't put it away. Djordjevic wide to the right. And we've got someone still down behind the play near Klink for Rome.
Looks like Kenny Taka. And then we've also got
here we go.
A little bit of something to do down at the other end. I think Tahul was taking exception with Brandon Rothfuss screening at the other end of the, at least the push back against the screen in front of the goal. It got physical, and I think Taka was saying, I'm gonna establish
take it outside.
Yeah, catch me outside. But I think he's okay. And I don't know if Ben Meyer's going to say you got to come off for a shift or not. We'll see if he's going to be trotting off.
Yeah, Taka's going to jog off. You can see behind Perez there on the right side of your screen, the regular season champion, Memphis American women, starting to warm up for that big matchup of 1 versus 2 in the second game of our doubleheader. Cross to the right now is Tella. Amino Pinero should be getting close to coming off his major. There's a shot deflected, and Klink may have got enough of the glove on it to get it to deflect off the post.
Good pressure by Ramirez. Otherwise, it looked like Rome was going to have a good follow-up opportunity there.
And in the corner, they led Villa too much. Through and they'll wrap it around now up to the line, and Chapumba puts it into the almost the upper deck. 11:47 remaining. And 9-6 Americans here at the Landers Center. Memphis trying to take this last home match for the finish of 2 on the road in the playoffs.
It's going to be a long week for Memphis. Potentially 4 games in 4 days.
Right side now. We'll come back over to Rodman. Remember, there was talk of ending the season in Fayetteville, coming home and going back, but I think the Americans are going to make the right decision and just stay there. Long hop, it'll make its way out of bounds.
Yeah, at least you get to sleep in the same bed for 3 or 4 nights. A little bit of consistency would help Memphis with that.
And Fayetteville to Memphis, that's your longest road trip of the season. With the exception of Rome, which has been one giant road trip since late December.
Yeah.
And it's going to, their record, I don't think, reflects their athleticism or how good this team could be when you've got to spend the entire season on the road. It's just going to wear and tear on you.
Oh, here's a nice playthrough by Taka.
Plays it to himself, and Klink able to grab it before he got his own pass. Nice thought. Adamson hard off the glass, but another opportunity. And a push, or maybe a potential trip by Kenny Taka. They whistled him quickly.
They foul number 4 against the Gladiators. Still plenty of time. They may, if they're not careful, they may pick up a second team penalty. But really, the main thing right now is the clock is a massive ally for the Memphis Americans with every passing second with this 3-goal lead. It's been a while since either team has scratched a goal.
Chapumbu 1-on-3 and is able to make his way through, just couldn't catch up with it. Well, of everyone being on the road except for Fayetteville for the playoffs, since they're hosting, you mentioned it earlier, at least from what we've seen here today and how athletic they are. With everyone being on the road except one team, I would be very leery of drawing this team in the playoffs. I mean, you're talking about a one-game elimination. There's a shot and a great save. If you were playing maybe a 3-game series in every round, maybe not too much concern, but a one-shot opportunity for Rome, they can make it happen. Only got to win 2 matches. To the right side. And Zacco's still in there if they can find it. And here's Djordjevic.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger first touch.
He gets ridden off the ball with just over 9 minutes to go. Still a 3-goal lead for the Americans. Adamson, big check. He's going to get whistled. Put a shoulder down, forced him into the boards.
Be foul number 7 for the Memphis Americans.
Headed into the middle. They've got an opportunity over to the left side. So Djordjevic finds Zacco on the boards. He'll break free. Zacco, if he looks to his left, and he does. He's got Rofus. Rofus winds up a shot. And a nice save that time by Perez, who got both hands up. Rome on the counter. They'll shoot long range. That's deflected up high, about 20 feet high of the net. And that's going to be number 8. They saw it a little bit after the play, but Brandon Rosas got into the back of Taka.
Foul against the Memphis Americans.
Should be a power play coming up here for Rome.
With the
foul was called on the backside of the play. Ben Meyer looking right at it and didn't blow a whistle. But it does look like that'll be team number 8. And they'll send Akenza Henwa over to serve 2-minute penalty for the Americans. Both teams been proficient on the power play.
Well, if they want a chance to come back and win this, it's pretty paramount they score on this power play. Over the left side, Adamson deflects it into the boards.
Looked like they were looking for Vio on the backside to try to stuff one home on the back post.
Here's Mashburn. Mashburn over to the right side now. Tella. Mashburn runs the point. Ferreira trying to cut down the angle. They'll go back high to Mashburn. Nearing the minute 30 mark remaining in the power play. They'll go backside through the foot of Tahiul. Shot, and it's off the top of the post and is punched away by Klink. Wow.
With the back of his hand. Incredible save by Matthew Klink as that one hit underneath the bar and he was able to fist it away facing toward the goal.
Minute 15 remaining on the power play. Punched up high. Memphis unable to get the header out of the zone. Now Scharf just kicks at it, waves at it, able to spike it at least to midfield. Minute left on the power play. Trying to wind up. That's going to be off of the leg Ferreira into the stands. So that'll stop the clock. They'll have 50 seconds remaining on the power play. 6:55 to go here in this match. 6:53.
Pest Management, proud partners of your Memphis Americans.
I like the energy of the Rome Gladiators. As you said, I wouldn't enjoy drawing them if I were the 1 or 2 seed, having to play them on the first day of the playoffs. They're road hardened, and they'll come at you and they're physical.
There's a shot. Klink down on his knees, gets the save. The follow not there. 35 seconds left on the power play. That time it's Mashburn, sends it wide to the right. Here's the follow. Will not find the net, sent back out toward the corner. 25 seconds remaining. They still have plenty of time with the power play. Punched up in midair, and it's finally going to go in. Looks like Tella gets the power play goal for Rome.
Ah, it's a beautiful finish. on the half volley.
Number
It's
8,
Segui.
Leonardo Segui.
Actually, it was Leonardo Segui that blasted that one home all the way through. Matthew Klink and Rome have now put themselves right back into this match. 2-goal lead for Memphis with 6:22, which in the NISL, 2 goals in 6 minutes. Well, that's not an uncommon occurrence, especially for today.
Very doable. 16 goals in this match with over 6 minutes remaining. Memphis will back it up. They'll come down long to the left side. Taken away, chipped into the corner. Settled by Akinsino. That one's going to go up high and easily gathered by Perez. Rome pushing the pace here. Can make it a 1-goal game. Threads it through. A little bit of a spin move. Sends it wide. Pumboo again is back in. Shot and just shanks it off the right side of the foot. Well, he had it lined up well. Just kicked it off the outer part of the cleat. Now the clock going slow for Memphis. It's going quickly for the Gladiators right now. Alvarado over to his right. So the 2-goal advantage for Memphis. We'll back it up. They find the open seam. It's Alvarado in some space. Now Memphis trying to kill some clock here along the back line.
At what point will Rome, and maybe it's now.
Okay, they're going to get Scharf here, or they're going to get Villanueva for the hole because they were both wrapping around. Going to call the defensive player.
Look at this 5th foul for the Gladiators. You know, at some point with Memphis working it around the back.
Scharf. They wanted the header that time by Ramirez.
Let's see how they press here, Jeff. Rome may now start to have to throw everything forward, try to force an error out of Memphis in their own half. In fact, there's one there. They pushed 3 ahead, and now they've got the ball back.
Into the middle, and Scharf who steps in front. Yeah, Scharf will retreat just a little bit. No line change up front, and Memphis will be steady along the back line. Not pressing yet, with just under 4 minutes to go. Long and out of bounds. That's not the shot they wanted. That's not the pass they wanted for Rothfuss. They've got plenty of time at 3:30. Not tons of time. They got time to be selective at least on the shots. There's one in, and Zacco off his foot. It's left loose. And Klink got just enough of deflection to send it off the glass. Off right side now, Mashburn. Now it's probably they're going to have to ask, you're talking about pressing up, having to ask Perez to come up here, but Memphis gets a counter opportunity. Adamson turns. Poke back out now. Rodman has it. And a turnover. If they find a man ahead, they do. They send it wide right to Tahul, and here is the one-timer by the left side. It's going to go high. But at some point, they're going to have to ask Perez to push forward as well.
Yeah, they're gonna have to bring all 6 players forward at some point, and that's got to be just about any moment now, you would suspect. And here he comes, right on cue.
Shapumbu banks it off the glass, no one home. Perez above the yellow line right now. A little over 2 minutes to go, and it's still a 2-goal lead by the Americans, 9-7. And Memphis trying to ride momentum into the playoffs in a little over a week. They have wrapped up the 2 seed in the NISL. Mashburn Now, they march him well with Ndenzako. Did not give him any space. Turn, and they'll just roll it along from the end of the corner. And Ndenzako may get whistled as he put Mashburn down. Foul, no penalty. Quickly back to play.
Oh, and now Memphis called on the substitution for a moment.
And they pay for it. Memphis was trying to get a sub, trying to get a quick change. Rome rushed it as they should have, and it pays off. Tahiul scores in a one-goal game with 1:26.
Yeah, Rodman thought he could get off in time, but the quick restart by Rome, and they played it textbook. They went near side, and beautiful goal, good finishing. And now Memphis will take a timeout.
Timeout on the field called by the Memphis Americans.
Well, more than enough time. 1:26. Now you're just looking at one goal.
Women's
I mean,
soccer
you
team
could
takes
get
the field about 20 minutes following the conclusion
4 to
of this
5
game.
really
Sure,
solid offensive possessions if you're Rome. You could get 4 or 5 shots off on this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rome throughout this match has been peppering the Memphis goal. They've got, in fact, this period alone, they've got their most shots for a period with 12 shots, a total of 41 shots at the Memphis goal today. Memphis with just 21, yet somehow Memphis clinging to a one-goal lead here.
Grind City Brewing, the official brewing partner of the Memphis Americans. It's located in downtown Memphis. Stop in and enjoy their wide
Well, you got to like what you see if you're Rome going toward the playoff, at least from today.
Of your Memphis Americans.
All right,
41 shots.
Cam, let's see who you flex on the cam.
As you mentioned, most of the time is going to win you a match.
Come on, give me something.
Now, Memphis got a little bit more bang for their buck with 21 shots today.
Let's see you flex.
But usually that's going to play out for the team that gets 41 shots off.
We'll get some
yeah,
more
I think the difference has been
that's
for
a
Memphis
flex.
is they've stuck to their formula for the most part. We haven't seen it quite as much this period, though. It's the formula of exploiting the opening on the back post. You take the shot. If it goes in, great. If not, you've got Scharf or someone else to bang one home. They haven't had as many opportunities this period. And now again, the Gladiators are on the cusp of maybe coming back and sending this one to overtime.
Now nearing a minute. And Klink waits on that. Chapumbu coming in quickly. And he'll just lob that one with all he's got and gets it down to Djordjevic to go out of bounds, and they're going to call that off of Djordjevic. 49 seconds to go. Perez plays up. Now, you want to play with some urgency, but you also don't want to just dump empty shots in. They've got time for a couple good shots. Chapumba makes a nice move along the boards. Banks it out in front. Memphis gets the clear. They'll have one more really good chance at a possession here. Looks like Mashburn, and it is. Crosses out left side, 15 seconds. And the corner, one-on-one. Chapumba against Adamson. Banks it off glass, goes off the foot of Ferreira. That'll be a clear, and that one should do it. That'll send it down almost to the yellow line with 3 seconds to go. They got to fire it off. Here's the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the
final score, your Memphis
what a
Americans
match we had. 9-8 Americans.
Gladiators 8.
Wow, what a game today. Memphis never let them get over the hump, but Rome never went away.
They never went away, and I like the spirit. I like the energy. I like the physicality of the Rome Gladiators. I also would be very afraid of them coming up first day of the playoffs that start next weekend. They look like they may not have a home arena, but they've got each other, and they've got some belief, and it showed today as they could have let Memphis off with a cakewalk today. It was anything but.
Mike Sharp with 4 goals as Memphis improves to 12-5-0. Gladiators will drop to 1-10-0 on this season. Again, a final here in the men's match. The Memphis Americans win their final home match of the season, 9-8, as you can get autographs when you come out to these matches next season, as the women will play the second game, as Memphis men win at 9-8, and coming up here in about 20 or so minutes, 1 versus 2, the Americans and the Gladiators in the women's division. For Tim Van Horn, I'm Jeff Brightwell. We'll talk to you in a little bit. This is the NISL.
For Memphis Americans women's soccer.
Got spiders? For your best choice in pest control, call James Pest Management, 367-2007. Got spiders? For your best choice in pest control, call James Pest Management, 367-2007.
Get ready for Luke Bryan. Live. The Raised Up Right Tour. October 6th, Landers Center. Luke Bryan. With special guests, Mitchell Tenpenny, DJ Rock, and more. Tickets are on sale now. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Luke Bryan, Raised Up Right Tour.
Got ants? For your best choice in pest control, call James Pest Management, 367-2007.
Now I don't know what it's like to be. You don't know what it's like to be me. What if we're all the same in different kinds of ways? Can you relate? Can you relate? Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Landers Center for an afternoon of Memphis American soccer. Your Memphis Americans women's team takes on the Rome Gladiators. At this time, please welcome to the field the Rome Gladiators. Head coach of the Gladiators, Gabrielle Ciroli.
Well, 3-on-3 game while the defense makes a switch. Shot and a goal to the right side. Bruna Laria will get the first goal for the NISL women, and the Americans lead it by a 1-0 score. The CBU alum from Brazil puts the Americans on top.
They running right after me. Yeah. Cause I'm number one, so that means everyone come after me. Hey. I'm at the top and they pray that I fall. Call me LeVar, the way that I ball. They want a little, but I need it all, yeah, yeah. Had to finesse through the matrix, I'm here to take it. Beat all the odds like we just gambled in Vegas. We gonna make
with the right foot, just pokes it over the head and follows with the right foot. Wow.
Part of the greatness, greatness, greatness. That's just a part of the greatness. Chasing the Benjamin Franklin, they was all waiting. I had to go out and take it, take it, take it. I had to go out and take it. Chasing the Benjamin Franklin, determination. That's just a part of the greatness.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Memphis Americans. The goalkeeper, number 1, Angel Haley. Midfielder, number 5, Lauren Odino Drawn. Midfielder, number 7, Alexis Cat. Forward, number 8, Kristen Sparks. Midfielder, number 9, Bruna Lira. Midfielder, number 10, Kelsey Keown. Midfielder, number 11, Stacy Owers. Forward, number 14, Sydney Walker. Forward, number 15, Rebecca Pazakazia. Midfielder, number 17, Molly Ambrose. Midfielder, number 19, Tanya Crahan. Forward, number 22, Ashlyn Jones. At defender, number 23, Megan Angelino. And at forward, number 24, Bailey Tadlock. Ladies and gentlemen, your head coach, Corey Adamson. Ladies and gentlemen, your Memphis Americans.
Hello and welcome back to the Landers Center. I'm Jeff Brightwood alongside Tim Van Horn. We get set for the second game of our doubleheader between the Rome Gladiators and the Memphis Americans. The men were 9-8 winners, and here we go for the women's matchup. A very good one today. It is 1 versus 2, the regular season champion Americans against second place Rome, coming in with a record of 6-4-0 overall. But Tim, as we looked at between matches, it's been a merry-go-round in net this year for Rome. Yet another new player going to be in net today for the Gladiators.
Last time they were in, we saw Melissa Hutto in goal, and today we've got now this looks like this is going to be her professional debut, the 5th goalkeeper for
Ladies
the Rome
and
Gladiators.
gentlemen, are you ready
Well,
for
the matchup that we're looking
Memphis
forward to watching
Americans?
today will be for Rome, Carly Banks, top goal scorer in the league, 15 goals. She goes against the best goalkeeper in the league, and arguably, potentially, I know people always look at offensive numbers, but you can't discount what Angel Haley's done in the net. To me, that's an MVP-type candidate.
Yeah, and what she does is she's also very calm on the ball with her feet, too. So she has an added dimension, and she's grown. Her distribution's gotten a lot better as the season's gone as well. It's been fun to watch Angel Haley, and we're not done yet as we're underway from the Landers Center.
If you take a look at the teams that have played a full complement of games, now Rome being on the road a whole season will not play the full complement. She leads in 4 statistical categories, only 23 goals allowed, number 1 goals against average, number 1 in saves with 134, top in save percentage at 84.4. She's faced the second most shots in the league at 157. Memphis in the red tops, white shorts, Rome in the all-whites trimmed in orange here this afternoon.
My daughter was actually paired with her at the camp today on some of the one-on-one drills. They had odd number of campers, so Angel stepped in and worked with my 8-year-old today, and she's great with the kids.
Here's a letterer coming across for Rome. That's touched up. There is Sydney Walker, one of the midseason additions. That one goes high off the glass, trying to get it settled down to Pazakazia. We'll lift it up to Jones. Couple of new faces on this team since mid-season. Most notably, Molly Martin, who's come on in the recent weeks, and then Sydney Walker, who came on about midway through the season.
Yeah, and 2 Mollys. You got Molly Ambrose even before that.
Long pass downfield, headed back out by Lauren Mitchell. So Rome 6-4-0 overall. They've scored 55 goals, only given up 38, a plus 17 on the point goal differential. 48 fouls, get this, only 8 penalty minutes this season. Even for just 10 matches played, 8 penalty minutes is outstanding.
Oh, for the Memphis women?
No, for the Rome Gladiators.
For the Gladiators, that's very disciplined. We'll keep an eye, see how the scoreline went. Of course, last match, the men's match, 9-8, that thing not only was high scoring, but it also got chippy. We'll see if that carries over into the women's match as well.
I believe there were 5 power plays in the men's match. Sparks dumps it into the box. Sparks may get her own rebound. That one's going to be just wide to the left of Howren.
So Megan Howren, her first test, she passes with flying colors. Good foot save.
Up near the yellow line, they'll send it back. That'll be Ambrose with the ball. Just underway here, the Landers Center. No score early on, 1 versus 2.
You know, that's something that Angel Haley has done well with, too, are the low shots, are the foot saves. Oftentimes in outdoor, you'll see a keeper dive down for the low shot, but in indoor, the goals are narrower, and you've got to be disciplined and smart, and you can oftentimes keep your feet more often and thus help your team on a restart or to gather the rebound.
They were looking for Schultz, and it got poked away. Now Sparks sends it back to Ambrose. She'll clear. Gathered up by Lauren Mitchell. She's got 6 goals on the season.
They get Corey Adamson. I noticed he's got a bandage on over his right eye.
Well, he took a couple of big hits in the men's game. I thought when he came out and he rubbed his eye on intros, it was just like the dance. I'll wipe the sweat off my eyebrow and kind of do my little jig out to the line, but then you caught the bandage above his right eye.
Well, it might have still been the dance, but it might have also been I didn't get the name brand bandage put over to put over my eye. It was the Sam's Choice. That and drink a little Dr. Thunder.
Yes. That one's going to be deflected into the right boards and poked back. Now Rome will work up the sideline. Deflected off to McGirt. Coming on left wing now. Belly Thong nearly gave it up, and that was Tadlock putting pressure. Tadlock's 5th in the league with 10 goals. Out to the right, it's going to be Keown just outside the box. Gives it back to Tadlock. Tadlock trying to wind up, but that ball would not settle for, and that's going to be picked up by Howren. So Carly Banks, the top goal scorer. And again, they're trying to get her involved a little bit. She'll send it up to Lederer. Here's the shot from just beyond the yellow line. That's an easy pickup for Haley.
Oh, it's a good read to intercept by Lauren Mitchell. Kelsey Keown was ready to go straight through toward the goal. Mitchell stepped up. One touches that away after a good, low, strong throw by Angel Haley.
Memphis switches up the back line. They got Adino drawn on the right of Haley. That's where she goes. Looks like Cat over on the left. So a little back and forth game with Cat and Adino drawn. They've been a nice pair along the back line at the Pazakasia. She'll lose possession. Chance for Rome to push. They did not opt to take that shot. They send it through. Golden opportunity and off the side of the foot from McGirt, and Haley makes the save.
I think that one got caught maybe just a little bit under McGirt. Didn't get much of a oomph to it.
So Billy Thong dumps it down to the corner. Cat got tied up with Banks. You want to keep the ball away from her. On the back door, here comes McGirt. She is pressing, and it's going to be Haley that punches it back out.
Good spell of possession for the Gladiators here, though. Early in the first quarter, trying to establish a foothold.
Drawn steps up. They'll leave it with the left foot, and that's going to be wide to the left. Here's the follow, and Cat got a foot on it. Off of Jones and sent down the right boards.
Referee Eric Phillips on the far side, out of the way there. You got Chris Strickland near side, and Ben Meyer in the boxes this evening for the NISL.
Cat and Adina drawn. They'll switch sides, so now Cat plays to the right of Haley, and she'll send it far. Cross midfield, and now Rome will have a chance to press near the boards. Cat steps over Billy Thong. Now Cat's got a 3-on-2. Wide to the right, it's Murray Overs. Here's the follow that time by Crahan. Now I got a player down away from the play, and it looks like that is going to be Joy Ramos, and she's down. She has a goal and an assist on the season.
Yeah, here comes the training staff to take a look. Here's what happened. Crahan on the volley, and I don't know if that just caught her on the inside of the leg or what the issue is, or if that perhaps in the fall. It looks like Brooks Turner is looking around the ankle area.
Well, that'll bring us to timeout on the field. 8:28 to go, a medical timeout. We're going to step aside as well. There is no score. About a little shy of midway through the first quarter. This is the NISL. Well, good news, up and being helped off, but good to see her put just a little bit of weight on that foot. And again, it was on contact from the ball. She'll be helped off the field now. But it wasn't a one-on-one collision, Tim. As we watch the replay, the ball ricocheted. So I don't know if she may have something pre-existing down there that just aggravated it, but went down quickly. As soon as that ball, and again, it looked like it hit the inside part of the leg, either low on the calf or high on the ankle.
Yeah, an unfortunate situation.
12,
Hopefully the
Ramos
training
for the
crew can
Gladiators.
maybe get her assessed, and maybe it just requires a taping up and she's good to go. Don't want to see anybody injured in any of these matches. Be interesting to see what the restart is here with Chris Strickland. I don't know if I can't recall who had the ball last, who would receive the drop.
Well, here's what could play in Memphis' favor. And Rome, you want Ramos back just because you want your player to be healthy. But they're not playing with a full complement. You look over there, they only have 4 subs to begin with, and if you lose Ramos for the game, you got 3 subs over there.
It's a great point, Jeff, because if you're already lacking 1 for 1, so that's going to cause extended shifts for everybody. And as this match goes on, that's only going to make it tougher for the away team, with Memphis having an embarrassment of riches over on the bench right now. They got plenty for a full shift and then some.
Murray Owers sends it down long, and she was looking to find Crahan. It's going to be just short. Now pushed off by Lederer. And there is Banks, one of the first touches she's had so far in the match. Again, Banks is the player they're going to mark. Carly Banks, 15 goals, 3 assists on the season. Leads the NISL in goals. Mitchell wanted Banks well behind her, so Banks has to force her way into the corner. And up to the right side, that's going to be Keown. And now you can tell Rome is kind of maybe pulled back a little bit, trying to see what their reserve situation will be, or at least rotation situation, so maybe not quite as aggressive here.
Yeah, you got to figure that out, and then also you got to pace yourself without it making look like you're pacing yourself. It's a great point, Jeff.
Left side, they got something going. Mitchell over to Banks. Banks sent wide, and she's knocked away by Megan Angelino.
And one thing Carly Banks does very well is she scores goals, but she'll also be a menace to opposing goalkeepers, because even if she's not in a position to shoot, she knows how to play the inboards well and get the ricochet back out to the top of the box to give a teammate an opportunity. She can create chaos wherever she's at inside an attacking yellow zone.
Long clear into the defensive third as Adino Drawn will touch it up. It's going to be a little bit different because this Rome team, even though they're shorthanded, a little bit more obviously in second place. It's a much different situation than we saw last week when Columbus was shorthanded and Memphis basically played the 4 corners and still had their way in that match.
Sure. Yeah, it's a great point.
Head off the foot of Tadlock, giving chase now as Jones toward the corner. Jones 4th in the league in goals, has 3 assists as well. Under 6 minutes to go. And no major threat. There have been a couple saves each way, but nothing major yet. Adino drawn turns, goes to Jones toward the boards. They do have Walker starting to creep in over on the right side. Here is Cat. Cat walks it up. Adino drawn over to her left. Now Memphis is going to play back a little bit more possession style. Off the back of the head, and Cat trying to make a push. Pazakazi gives chase over to the right side. She'll put pin Mitchell to the boards. Walk over to help out. Now Dino Drawn will take the loose ball. That's just unfortunate there. Wanted to go long and hit off the back of the leg of Murray Owers. Murray Owers just steamrolled McGirt, trying to get around her, but Rome keeps possession. Nifty move by Billy Thong. Off to the back, nice ball movement there. Let her with the shot right to Angel Haley.
Memphis will affect a full line change here on the front end. You get Sparks and Crahan.
Off the back of the foot that time, and Murray Owers. Pops it straight up. Loose ball headed to the corner. There goes Sparks giving chase. Cleared, but intercepted. From the right side, long shot's going to be high of Howard. Here's the follow.
Oh, it's a good look in towards Sparks, but cleaned out by Rome.
Now Banks a chance. Most touches she's had, most possession she shoot wide to the left of Haley as Haley lunged at it. But you can still tell, even from long range, wasn't a bad strike that time by Carly Banks.
No, she's not afraid to shoot, and why should she be? She puts most of those at least close to the frame again, working the goalkeeper. And both of these teams, both can be high-flying at times, and still waiting for one of these teams to scratch here in the first period.
Get it to midfield now to Murray Owers, and now go out of bounds on the Rome bench. It looks like everybody for Rome is potentially back up, so they may be at their full complement of 4 subs up there. We do see Joy Ramos walking up and down the bench trying to get a little pressure on that foot. Here's Banks. Through to the left of Haley, it shot wide, loose ball, and great defense by Memphis. Angelino, very physical, put her body on her, forced her out, and Memphis able to clear it.
It's terrific work because you had a couple of 1-2s set up by Rome, which created the opportunity. Missed chance for the Gladiators, but showed some promise on that last attack down the field.
So over to the left side, it's Banks again. Banks gets around 1, trying to get around 2. Had it kicked away by Ambrose. Here's the follow, and that's going to go high and out of bounds.
Your Memphis Americans are proud to partner with
Lauren
Hill
Mitchell's
Brothers
starting to get
Cleaning
pretty
Service.
involved. They're
For all
using
your
Banks for that
professional
initial
cleaning
shot,
needs,
but they're crashing
visit
in
their
Lauren
website,
Mitchell.
They are, and now the question is how much more will she get involved, but will Carly Banks ever come off the field during this?
She played a lot last time they were here.
No fouls, no goals for either team.
Not really a ton of shots. Most of the first quarter's kind of been played between the yellow lines. It's reminiscent. I mean, really has resembled at times more of an outdoor game being played in that middle third.
Sure.
We'll see if the pace picks up. And there's Jones. They'd like to get her involved here late in the season. Such a big scoring threat early. And here's the shot, and Howard knocks it straight up, and Jones runs into her. And that'll be the first foul of the match. They'll come against Memphis on contact.
Ashlyn Jones with a welcome to South Haven.
Under 90 seconds remaining. Walker steps in front of it. Back to Adino drawn. She's got Cat over to her right. Instead, she'll go up the middle. Touch pass over to Walker from Jones. Memphis will spread things out. Cat back to draw. They'll just work back and forth on that back line, start to creep up. They wanted Jones. Excellent job by Billy Thong just to step in front of that pass, saw it coming. Now they get it out to Banks. Wanted to come wide, but Cat saw that pass coming. Keona Walker plays it off the boards. 42 seconds left here in the first. No major threat. Couple of routine saves, I would say, for the keepers in the first between Angel Haley and Megan Howren. 25 seconds. They got a chance. Here is Banks. High off the glass. Headed out by Keon. Banks will take it again to the corner. They are going to have Allspa waiting on the backside. 13 seconds, and that one's just lifted into the
City
stands.
Brewing is the official brewing partner of the Memphis
Looks like
Americans.
that'll do it
It's
for
located
the
in
first
downtown
quarter.
Memphis. Be sure and stop in and enjoy their wide
Not quite
selection
as
of
prolific when it
locally
comes
brewed
to the scoring and the
Grind City Brewing, a
chippiness,
proud partner
but
of your
quality
Memphis
soccer
Americans.
nonetheless.
Ladies and gentlemen, at
Throw
the
in
end of the
quarter
first
here at the
quarter,
Landers Center.
no score
1 versus 2.
between
The
Memphis
Americans and the Gladiators. There is no score. This is the NISL.
Be sure and stick around for the autograph session following today's game. Your players will be signing autographs about 5 minutes following the game. Be sure and stick around and get the autograph of your favorite Memphis American. We've got another trivia question coming your way. Here is Earl.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to do the trivia question? Him? All right, come on. I give it to you from long distance here. All right, the question is, how many players on the men's American team have 30 points this season? Is it A, 4, B, 2, C, 0, or D, 6? He says A. Show the answer. And it's B. Aww. Y'all give him a round of applause, though. Anyway, good job, my guy. Thank you so much. Back to the ball game.
Fans, don't forget the ball toss game coming your way during this game. Be sure and buy your balls at the merchandise stand. 5 balls for only $5. Get ready for the ball toss coming your way.
Well, about ready to start second quarter action from the Landers Center. No score between the Americans and the Gladiators. 1 versus 2 as Memphis has clinched the regular season championship. The number 1 overall seed, the Gladiators, in second place. .600 winning percentage at 6-4-0. As we mentioned, most of the match played in the center of the field. Just 5 shots total, of Rome leading at 3-2 in the first quarter.
Yeah, neither team really getting a clear-cut opportunity to get the first goal of the match. But, you know, with a shorter bench, you would suspect that if Memphis can keep at it, they may be the more likely of the two. But, again, with Carly Banks on the pitch, you don't count Rome out at any time.
Back right side, it's going to be Schultz for Rome. They'll send it down low. That's going to be deflected outside the box. Here's the follow wide to the left of Haley. Cleared off the boards and a follow by McGirt. Now they get it to Pazakazia. Wanted to go ahead. She's running off the ball. Opportunity here for Rome. Nice little spin move. Banks turns, just throws it in front of net. Nothing there for the deflection, and now Memphis trying to get a counter. But again, some nice physical play on the boards by Lauren Mitchell. Howard had to come way out of net that time.
Tell you what, that's within Crehan's range if she wanted it.
Pinned over near side. Just past Pazakazia. Sparks wanted her. Chance for a counter, a 3-on-3. That's Banks, very dangerous. Banks throws it in, and Haley gets it at the top of the box just before Mitchell makes her way in. Well, it's the debut, at least from what we can see on the stat sheets, for Megan Howard. We'll see if she continues to play outside of the net. Here's the shot and a goal, and Memphis leads at 1-0 early in the second quarter, and it's Stacey Murray-Owers.
Wow, what a finish. Murray-Owers, she cuts the inside with her left foot. She goes high into the far corner. Beautifully placed. And if it's her debut, welcome to the NISL for Megan. Howren, because that was a wonderful strike from Stacey Murray-Owers. And the Americans claw out to a 1-0 lead in this really nip and tuck match.
See if that gets things going for Memphis now. If Corey Adamson has his ladies start to press up a little bit more, try to get this game sped up a little bit. Here is Banks. Banks, chance to counter. Tadlock will stay with her as they go down to the corner. She'll wrap it around into the hands of Haley. And again, they did have Jace Mitchell crashing down there. Long pass looking for Banks, overshot her. Lederer. And a whistle just across the yellow line.
Second team foul for the Memphis Americans. Good opportunity here for a set piece, though. See if Lederer goes straight at goal.
Three-person wall. They give it to Banks off the back heel. Not enough on it. I don't think that was the shot. She was trying to get it into the high box and no one there to help move it on. Over to Keon to the right side. Keon looks ahead. She's got two, and that's where she goes. Lyra left side. Gets around one. Off glass high. Kept in by Memphis and now taken away. They're trying to get it back to Cat. Too soft, and here comes a counter opportunity. That will be sent into the penalty area out of bounds off the foot of Lorna Dino Draw. 9 goals, 9 assists. She leads the NISL in assist. Banks maneuvering with the left foot, and Haley dives to her right with a save.
That was a little bit of a dangerous play for Angel Haley. Jace Mitchell was right on the doorstep. She could have very easily tried to redirect that. Decided to dummy that one through. Angel Haley able to corral the ball, smartly played to watch it all the way in.
Ashlyn Jones and the one-timer is in for Sydney Walker. Her 4th goal of the season. The assist, the 4th for Ashlyn Jones.
Number 14, Sydney
On one end,
Walker.
you've got Angel Haley with the strong distribution down to the other side of the pitch. And because she started all of that, then she was able to get the centering pass over, and beautiful finish by the one and only Sydney Walker. So Memphis now with a critical 2-0 lead. This is the first time a little bit of space. We'll see how that goes.
They'll back it up now right side as Rome will send it through the middle. McGirt's got it. McGirt's going to turn. McGirt wants the cross, but nothing's there. Walker steps in front, and now they get it to Pazakazia.
Now down 2-0. You've got a short bench. Now you got to start making the most of your opportunities. Well played by Angel Haley off the glass.
Wrap around through the bounce into Haley's hands. Wanting maybe to get the ricochet off the back, wasn't there. They're going to come down long. It looks like to Sparks, who's checked back in. Going high to Crahan. Crahan and Sparks back out right side. They'll work the back line. Ambrose with a long shot. That's going to go high and out of bounds.
Your Memphis Americans are proud.
A little too much
with
mustard
James
on that one,
Pest
but a good shot.
For all your pest control needs.
From distance.
All the good people at James Pest Management, a proud sponsor of your Memphis Americans.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, with Memphis being able to find some slots, to be able to find some channels to work that second goal, perhaps now they've figured something out, and maybe able to have the recipe figured out now.
Touch top, there is Sparks in the follow, and that's a deflection up high by Villithong. Never made it to Howren. That's going to go high off the glass and cleared. And now you've got McGirt, who's coming up a little tender, hobbling off of the field. They've already had Ramos come off, and now McGirt's kind of hobbling off. So now they're looking at potentially 2 players banged up with just limited subs already.
Which is, in this situation, as the players get tired, as the match goes on, again, if you have a short bench, you also risk injury with that as well, with fatigue setting in.
And just a reminder, stay aware at all times. The ball does go into the stands.
At this point, I think Rome's just trying to get to the half and stay within a goal or two. If they can scratch an opportunity here in the next couple of moments, they're right back in this thing. And, of course, it's still early enough you can go for it, but here's a great opportunity for Odino Drawn.
Indirect, deflected, wraps it around. And that'll get cleared as Haley will play out of the box up toward the yellow line.
Overall, about the NISL, as you've seen the season go on, your thoughts on the play, because at least from a Memphis standpoint, every player that Corey Adamson has added has provided some value to the club. He has not made an addition like, well, she was a dud.
Yeah. He got out to the quick start. Added Walker midway through the season. Now he's brought in Molly Martin, who has added a goal and 3 assists. That's over the last couple of weeks. He was already excited. Look, he said his men's team was going to be pretty good. They're in second place. They could win the championship. Now it's going to be tough. You're going to play the 1-seed Fayetteville in the playoffs. But let's face it, the Americans women wrapped up the regular season 10 days ago. They're head and shoulders the class of the league right now. Doesn't guarantee they're going to win the playoffs, because now this is a brand new league, first women's indoor professional league. They got to play as the marked team when they get to Fayetteville. So whoever they play in the two games, that shot is deflected off the back leg of Howard. So when you're the team that's only lost 2 matches and you've won over 87% of your games, you're going to get 2 good shots at you in the playoffs.
Absolutely. And again, this is going to come down to the team has some depth. I think whoever is healthy and available is going to be critical for Memphis. But I think it's safe to say that most of these players are getting significant minutes. So I think Adamson's got a lot to work with come playoff time, and I think that will work to his benefit.
Well, and it's something we'll ask at halftime when we take our break. Andrew Haynes is up here. What the off-season rules, what the procedures will be. Will it be every team for themselves? You're able to take a shot and keep every player on your roster, or will there be some kind of protection, some disbursement with expansion teams, or how will that play out?
Yeah, the
thing is, with this just being the first year of this league, there's going to be plenty of talent coming in for the expansion teams.
Oh, yeah.
Keon. Right side, under 7 minutes remaining here in the opening half of play. Banked off glass, nobody home. Keon, though, able to keep it alive for Memphis. Tadlock high off glass. There's a clear. Is it shanked to the right side, right in front of the penalty area?
It's good work by Lederer to get that off of the wall and out of trouble.
Headed down that time by Mitchell. Now Lyra. Off glass and just behind Keogh, but there's a follow. Nice shot by Crahan, but it's going to be Howard with the save.
Yeah, good save, too, by the keeper. That one handcuffed her. It looked like it had a little movement toward the end. She was able to parry that away and then clear it off to the side. Keown providing some extra pressure. Keown, by the way, voted most likely to take her shirt off in a match.
That's right. Shot will come wide to the right of Howard. Have not seen Joy Ramos return since she went off. Was walking up and down the bench trying to put some weight on that ankle. We can see her over on the bench right now, but they may be down to just 3 subs for the remainder of this game.
You can tell she wants to come in. And she's trying to walk it, but yeah. I would suspect we at least would not see her this half.
Right.
Maybe an evaluation at halftime. Maybe some extra ice.
Off right side, 5 minutes to go. I've not seen McGirt since she kind of hobbled off as well. Last thing they want is to be playing the last 30 minutes of 2 subs. Fazakazia's got to play that finesse battle for size. Not going to win too many of the physical matchups. As Banks moves wide right toward the corner. Down to 4.5 minutes to go, and contact made in the back by Hunter.
And that is the first foul for the Gladiators. here in the first half. Eric Phillips and Chris Strickland, no need to take whistle to mouth most of this match.
All spot got in the back now. McGirt is back on the turf now. She has re-entered the game. Murray Owers comes back to Haley. Just over 4 minutes left here in the opening half. Just a slim 2-0 Memphis lead, trying to make it 3 and just couldn't get the angle. Really not much you could do with the high hop and put the foot up. Just didn't get the angle down.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. Either you had it or you try to use the top of your shoe and just kind of side swipe it. And either choice was a good choice. Just bad luck for Kristen Sparks, who always has a little bit of a nose for a goal.
Back up high again, Murray Owers. Fakes right, comes over to the left. Trying to go near post, not a lot of room. Tried to thread it between the post and Howard. Well, teams will exchange headers before it's settled down. Big contact as McGirt got into the back of Odino drawn, and this one's just sent down and cleared in the defensive third and lifted by Haley. Now they're turning go to the right. And a nice steal by Murray Owers. May have some numbers, 3-on-2. Had to stop her momentum again. Nice job by Rome to get back, because it looked like they're going to have a great counter opportunity. Lyra to the right side. Murray Owers trying to pin Schultz in the corner. Left out front, and that'll go off the side of Sydney Walker into the hands of Howard. 2:26 left. Memphis trying to add a third goal. Might do it here, stepping to the right. It's Walker. Walker just unable to break free enough to get a shot off.
Yeah, smart play by pulling that back, giving Memphis another chance.
Dino drawn to try to get healed by Lyra. Instead, comes back outside the defensive third into midfield.
I think now Rome is now looking, especially with a short bench, is looking like, okay, we just got to get out of this last 2 minutes of the half, because I now see a couple of the players down to a point, especially with the long shifts. They're starting to get a little gassed.
We come on four subs. You're down Ramos right now. Not sure if she comes back. McGirt had to hobble off. She was out for a little bit, so you played probably about a 5-minute span of just the two subs. You're right. If they can survive 90 seconds and be down only 2 goals, they're going to be feeling really good about themselves in the second half. And as Howard deflects it to the left side, especially with a rookie debut of Howard today. Fifth keeper, and she's getting her debut this afternoon.
And I think she's done just fine. The goals have been well constructed for Memphis, and now we've got a timeout for the Americans. It looks like Corey Adamson wants to draw one up from the old playbook and see if they can sort something out here. And this is really kind of a miniature corner kick just outside the box.
Don't forget, last chance to get.
So then the question becomes, do you try to wedge it between the wall of the players and the inboards, or do you drop that out to the top, or maybe hit a diagonal ball here? That's the thing with Corey Adams. You usually with any set piece, they've got 3 options.
Let's see those dance moves.
One thing he's got an advantage with Angel Haley,
he's already
and they
ready.
get a potential MVP candidate, top keeper in the NISL. You can take a little bit more. You can take a little more, a few more chances if you really want to pack 5 in on one side of the field. You can take your chances with a 1-on-1 if someone breaks loose for a counter against Haley. Even sometimes a 2-on-none if they get a breakaway.
Yeah, and that's a good point. The options are numerous here for Memphis. And from the get-go, these players have bought into what Corey Adamson has wanted. And that is follow the formula.
Can I get one person to get up and give me some
space things out
moves
properly? There's a reason why we do everything. And he'll tell you as a coach, well, as broadcasters, he explains exactly why they do what they do. And it makes it easier for the buy-in. And these players love Corey.
With the dab, I hadn't seen that in a couple years.
And everything, everything has come out really well for the club as they've got the top seed coming up for the tournament next weekend, which will be in Fayetteville. Look at this formation. You've got Lyra on the back post, 3 running in.
Tadlock shot deflected into the corner. Memphis keeps possession, though. About a minute remaining. Back toward Tadlock, the header. Now the right direction, not the angle, though. Now they got a counter. They're keeping Banks down there, cherry-picking just a little bit to try to get her a one-on-one. Tadlock off glass. Tadlock keeps it.
It's another good save by Howren, too, to her credit.
Sends it out of bounds, so Rome's going to have possession. Again, a smart move by Rome, too. They'll let Carly Banks cherry-pick, and you can do that in this league. There's down at offsides. If you got a dynamic score, keep him down there, trying to force the one-on-one. Also takes an offensive player away from a goalkeeper making their debut. 39 seconds into the box. High hops out of bounds. So McGirt. Off board. Banks couldn't get the angle on that one. Got it down on the knee. Keeps possession. Here's a chance. Shot's going to go wide to the left of Haley. Odino drawn. She gets caught in the corner a little bit. Another opportunity. Shot wide to the left yet again. Now Banks tries it. Banks high off glass. 10 seconds to go. Memphis would like just one clear here, and they may have it there. And that should do it for the end of the first half. Low-scoring first half, much of the action. Tim, in the middle portion between the yellow lines, but Memphis does have the lead going to the locker room.
Yeah, they had just a little something extra in the second period, and that is the difference. A 2-goal lead is not large at all in the National Indoor Soccer League. If you can get Carly Banks cooking, if you can get a good counterattack, you've got an opportunity, but that big shadow that overhangs is the short bench, and do they have the stamina to be able to make that comeback? We'll have to wait just a little while longer to find out.
2-0 Memphis at the half. This is the NISL.
Your Memphis Americans. And for your halftime ball toss, take it away.
All right, thanks, Chuck. Hey, get those balls ready. If you have some balls, well, if you have the balls, make sure you throw them in. Let's get somebody to hit one today. We haven't had one to score in a couple games. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Throw them in. Uh-oh. You might want to get a little closer. Uh-oh. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Don't throw it to me. Doo. Let's go. Anybody on this side? Let's get some throws. Is that it? Is that it? All right, that's it. No winner today. Oh, one more. Get a little closer. There you go. There you go. Put a little. She almost hit the bucket. All right, that's it. Well, y'all make some noise for our helper to come out and help us with the balls you guys did not make tonight. Slam dunked it. Let's go, American fans. Hey, he did that all into the song. All right, raise your hand if you've been to every home game this year. If you've been to every home game, raise your hand. We had something for you.
Got spiders? For your best choice in pest control, call James Pest Management, 367-2007.
Get ready for Luke Bryan. Live. The Raised Up Right Tour. October 6th, Landers Center. Luke Bryan. With special guests, Mitchell Tenpenny, DJ Rock, and more. Tickets are on sale now. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Luke Bryan, Raised Up Right Tour.
Got ants? For your best choice in pest control, call James Pest Management, 367-2007.
Now I don't know what it's like to be. You don't know what it's like to be me. What if we're all the same in different kinds of ways? Can you relate? Can you relate? Too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Better that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Got a fear of being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for the days. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Better that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. biz. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, pull me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Better that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Gotta be being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough on the prodigal son. I was born to run. I was born for the days. Whip, pull me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Better that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run. I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Better that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Gotta be being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough on the prodigal son. I was born to run. I was born for the days. Whip, pull me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Better that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the third quarter? Angel Haley with the save. The Memphis Americans are proud partners with James Pest Management for all your pest control needs. Call the good people of James Pest Management, a proud partner of your Memphis Americans. Goal! Number 24, Bailey Tadlock. Goal! Number 10, Kelsey Keown. Goal! Number 24, Bailey Tadlock.
lead over a team that's shorthanded. There's a shot. That'll be wide to the right. Looking now left side. But no reason for Corey Adamson to really try to run things up, just work on a few things here. Stay uninjured, get out of town your last home match with a win, up 5-0. That's going to be very difficult for Rome. And then just try to carry the momentum on into the last 2 road matches.
Yeah, they finished. I mean, obviously they started strong. They've been strong. But it really doesn't mean anything unless they can finish strong here at the end. And yeah. I mean, they've had a great run, but this huge week. I mean, it's going to be intense for the team, and I think it's going to be a weekend that's a battle of attrition because you got those 2 regular season games.
Here's Jones. Jones one-on-one with Howard and just pokes it over to the left of Howard, and it's 6-0 Memphis. No, just caught Howard guessing left or right.
Number 22, Ashland Jones.
Nothing fancy, didn't drive in too close to the goal, just picked a spot, stayed committed to it. Beautiful finish, like we know that Ashland Jones can for the Memphis Americans.
So Jones, another goal to add to her ledger. Under 3 minutes to go, and 6-0 Memphis. Rattled into the penalty area. It'll go back to the Gladiators. What we've seen from their men's team, and the record I don't think shows it. I know it's cliche to say, and here's a turnover. Shot in Haley. Blocks it from going through the 5-hole. At 1-9-0 or now 1-10-0, it's easy to say, oh, the record doesn't show it, but being away from, well, not having a home and all the road games adds up. Same thing with the women. The women have done well. 6-4-0, they're in second place. I'll be eager. If they're able to keep the bulk or the core of their roster and their talent together next year, once they're able to play some home matches, how much Rome will improve.
Yeah, I think we'll see even more parity. Yeah, and I think this year's version of Rome, if they have a home pitch, is going to look a bit different, at least mentality. If you've got your fans, you're playing for them, and you've been playing this hard, and you've been this exciting to watch without your home fans. The future would be very exciting. I think 2022-23 season is going to be great for the Rome Gladiators to have their home building. Off the ball, by the way, Jeff, keeping an eye. This is going to be just off the screen. Angel Haley looks like she's nursing her hand or her wrist. She got hurt on that last play on the other end. We'll see if that comes into play. It looks like it's her left hand she's struggling with, maybe even fingers.
Here is Banks. Banks with the back toward the net. Leaves it out front, and they whiff on the one-timer. So Tadlock tries to bank it off. McGirt's one-timer is a little bit wide. Put outside again. Haley cut down the angle, and Rome that's probably one of their better opportunities to come away empty-handed.
Yeah, a couple of good shots to get on the scoreboard for Rome. Alexis Catt with a critical touch on the other end.
Mario Owers couldn't make her way through the box, and that was sent out of bounds, lasered into the stands. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. It's been all Memphis as they've expanded this game with
Visit their website
4 third-quarter goals to make it a 6-0 advantage for the Americans. Through traffic, looking for Keown. No, Lyra's going to take it. And covered up. That save, you got to give credit. Lauren Mitchell got down the defender in front of Howard. 8 seconds remaining, and Banks.
She's got time.
Going to have to be long range. Moves to her right. Here's the shot. It's deflected by Odino Drawn. We are through 3 quarters here at the Landers Center. Memphis, 4 goals in the third quarter. They lead at 6-0 as we head to the fourth. This is the NISL.
Memphis Sport and Spine are official partners with the Memphis Americans with 2 convenient locations in downtown and Cordova. Be sure to stop in and see Dr. Hogan. Memphis Sport and Spine, proud partners of your Memphis Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the fourth quarter.
Underway in the fourth quarter as Memphis with a comfortable 6-0 lead against a shorthanded Rome team today. Trying to finish off this last 15 minutes home action, and here's Keon, shoots it wide to the right, and Jones tips it in and makes it 7-0 just 25 seconds into the fourth.
And just like that, Memphis picks up exactly where they left off. There's the shot to the left by Keon. Ashlyn Jones, it took actually quite a feisty carom off the bottom of the inboard. She's able to settle it, and a nice soft touch into the far corner.
So it's been all Memphis. That's the fifth goal here in the second half. And now we'll be moving on to a couple of road matches at 15-2-0 after this one wraps up, barring something monumental by the Gladiators. Haley's going to come well out of net. And this one is a loose. Her defense will come help her out, just sail it out of bounds. And we'll see, as you mentioned, how Haley does with that left hand. Kind of nursing a little bit near the end of the third quarter, how she does here in the fourth. They'll get the free kick top of the key.
Yeah, she stopped by to see Brooks Turner, the trainer, during the break. I don't know if she got taped up or not. And there's Carly Banks.
Carly Banks.
Goal for the
nothing Haley could do there.
11,
Haley
Carly
had to play
Banks.
the angle to the right side and found a quick touch by Banks, and Banks her 16th goal of the season.
Yeah, that's just simply a good ball in by Lauren Mitchell, and Banks, good positioning, able to curl it home with the left foot, and they'll at least take home a consolation prize of a goal in this match. Could pick up more. We'll see how their energy level is here in the fourth quarter.
And I've not seen Ramos return since she went down midway through the second quarter, or early in the second quarter. We have seen her on the bench, walk up and down the bench. But right now, Tim, if my eyes don't deceive me, don't even see her over there.
She's not even, I think she left during the break. I know she came back at halftime. In fact, was accompanied with crutches, but not even there now.
Well, Crahan takes a big hit there, knocks her off her feet, but Memphis will keep possession. Off glass, Pazakazia. Through two to Crahan. Crahan goes ahead to Sparks. Sparks turns, leaves it. Pazakazia has the angle just off the post. And now ahead, who Rome, they get it to Banks. Banks being ridden off the ball, that time by Angelino, into the boards. Quickly gets it off to Haley, who sends it back to midfield. They'll wrap it around Banks, and if Banks sees she's got someone on the right side, but couldn't get enough to let her get a one-timer.
Yeah, it's a good thing Crehan was there, because Lederer was stalking right at the top of the box. She was ready to let rip if she could get it, but Crehan dropped into the slot and picked that one off for Memphis. It's not too soon to go ahead and get season tickets for 2022-2023 Memphis Americans Soccer. Special perks, great pricing, as always. Benefits for season ticket holders, especially if you want to bring some extra folks out. Yeah, there's special pricing, and you don't want to miss out on the fun for next year. If you thought this is fun, well, this is just the beginning. Go to MemphisAmericans.com. That's MemphisAmericans.com. And you can go ahead and prepare for next season.
Slow roller back to Haley Chauclair. It'll be eager to see how the second season does here. We've talked to Andrew Haynes. We've talked to Corey Adamson. Here's a 2-1-1 opportunity. The shot it off the post from the backside. Rome is able to get it clear. How the second season goes along. Let's face it, 4 teams this year, 3 teams at the home arena, and Rome playing all road matches. They wanted to use the first season. Here is Alira. Left side, hard off glass, cleared again. kind of as a soft opening. Work through the first year of the league, getting kinks out next year. As Andrew has told us, and Corey, they'll start with a full blast on marketing, everything. How much everything advances in the second season.
There's a lot to like from what we've seen. I think the play has pleasantly surprised a lot of people. I mean, the men's play you figured was going to be of a certain level, but the women's play has been very good.
Tadlock through, that's going to be off the left post, off the foot of Lyra. I want to believe it was December 26th when she put the goal in to start off, the very first goal in the NISL for either division.
You know, at the award ceremony, that video with you narrating will be played. So are they sending you out there to MC the awards for the weekend? Because I know it's going to be a 2-day event, the playoffs, and of course there will be an award ceremony. So you're not going. I can't go. So who?
I have not been informed. I'm sure it will be the voice of the Fayetteville Fury.
Okay. Well, I know we're up for best broadcast team, but who would accept if we were able to win the Al Troutwig, Kyle Rote Jr. broadcast duo of the year?
They go old school and bring us in via satellite. Under 9 minutes to go. That's Banks again. Dino Drawn got the deflection. Well, Dino Drawn, all she can do is give it to Haley to kick it away. Right side, Mitchell, high off glass, little touch, rolls easily to Haley. Well, Haley, after the goal winning, that's just the 24th goal in 17 games. Been outstanding. Here is Jones again, fakes right, goes left. Another outstanding job by Howard in her debut to get a hand on it.
It's good work, Ashlyn Jones. That's saying something. If you can shut her down as she breaks through, that's a good job by the keeper Howard. Again, most of this activity tonight, she's held herself very well.
Marks tried to muscle her way through. So this could be, a potential championship matchup. Rome and Memphis in the women's division. I think everyone's kind of anticipating. There's the header, and Sparks had a couple of those off the back of the headers earlier this year, including a game winner early in the season. Thought we might see one before we leave the Landers Center this year.
There she goes again, trying to do one of those Sports Center worthy headers. She made good contact with it, just got under it just a bit too much.
But in the men's division, if the seeding plays out, could be a wild series between the Fayetteville and the Memphis American men. We've seen a couple of those matches here this year. And those are fast-paced, up and down, and fun to watch. But the team we haven't mentioned, Columbus, will have something to say about that. We've seen Rome here, and we know about Fayetteville. That is going to be high and out of bounds.
The Americans would like to thank our partners, Greenfield Arena, Klein Tours, Pyramid Electric, Budweiser, and
which
Weimar
cities
Jewelry.
will be joining the NISL
of the Memphis
next year.
Americans.
Because I could see so many options. Andrew Haynes has been very tight-lipped about this. But I'm very curious to see who might come into the fold as a potential rival.
Or you'd be curious, too, to see what the footprint will look like next year. If you're able to go up 2 teams or 4 teams or who knows what interest. I think the initial hope was to double it and go up 8 teams. And there's the right side. Left foot, and Howard again kicks it wide to the left. But you never know over the last month or so if they have just had interested parties come into the fold, how big the league will be or how big the footprint could be.
Well, and we've seen with the established team more and more minority ownership has been coming in as well. So this is going to be an exciting offseason. I mean, of course, the questions of last offseason were, what is this going to look like? But now it's, all right, who else? Who else is coming on board?
Well, I think, the big collision there just at the top of the key, and they're going to get key on. And let's face it, Railroad's Erica Schultz took her off her feet. And so I think this is going to be a foul, not a penalty here. So should not be a power play, and there will not be a power play coming up. It's just a common foul, 5:22 to go. We know there's been men's leagues out there, but I'll be curious to see the influx of the women's players in that division because there's not another indoor league for women. And frankly, other than the NWSL, and this is my ignorance, the other outdoor professional leagues, if there's any availabilities in the U.S. right now. So this may be the place they come if they're not in the NWSL right now.
Well, Andrew Haynes and Corey Adamson, there's another foul on Memphis. That'll be number 4. They've been proven right that there is a lot of talent within driving range of the Lander Center. And, of course, what can you say about the men's talent, but also you look at what the Fayetteville Fury men have been able to put together with Justin Terranova. He's done just one
Memphis
heck of a job
official partners
with
the
the program there. So, could it be another college-type city where you have a lot of talent to draw from?
Memphis Americans.
I guess we'll find out. We'll find out soon.
Indirect, and Keon's shot deflected. Tadlock trying to put another one into the box and cleared. Well, if they are able to find another city, and here's Adino drawn, had it deflected. Well, let's face it, they want these teams to be regional. You want everything to be cost effective. So if you can get your roster within a drivable distance, if they add another city along the East Coast, that's ACC women's soccer as you're talking about, and that's where Fayetteville can draw from the NC States, North Carolina, Dukes. Schools like that. You put another team potentially in Georgia, one of the Carolinas, you're looking at ACC women's soccer.
Yeah, even if you move it a little slightly further to the west, then you're talking still, SEC territory, Gulf South.
Over to the left side, under 3.5 minutes to go, Keon. So Keon back up high, works it at Tadlock. Here's Jones. Jones with the left foot over the right. Oh, and through the legs, and I don't see how she got the angle. I think that was Murray Owers, or was that? No, it's Walker from the right side. Just found the smallest of angles to get that through the 5-hole. Wow.
Yeah, that's the only place it could have gone in. And she picked her spot to precision. A tough break for Howren, who's been very solid in goal, but lets in a soft one here as it's 8-1 Memphis.
Well, Walker, what a mid-season addition for Corey Adamson. Yeah, Howard's come up with 10 saves today in her debut. Let's face it, she's faced a lot of shots. Haley today, a pedestrian 8 saves for her today. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here at the Lander Center. And it'll close down the home portion of the schedule for the Americans. Again, a couple of road matches, Columbus and Fayetteville in the playoffs in Fayetteville. Jones sends it into the corner.
They keep playing whoop that trick on the sound system. I wonder if that's code to run a special play.
Time for the trick play.
Yeah.
Out of bounds. Under 2 minutes to go.
One play they haven't run is the power play today on either side.
Well, we had plenty of those in the men's game. A 9-8 Memphis win over Rome.
Uh-oh, it's over when the Imagine Dragons are on.
Back high with 90 seconds remaining. Left corner, Murray Owers. Memphis going to go to 15-2-0, 6-5-0 for Rome. They got a chance maybe to get a breakaway here late, just to add something, and that one's going to be shot in front of Banks. Well, that would have been something. Banks would have had the one-on-one with Angel Haley, but they let her too much with just over a minute remaining.
Yeah, a little surprised, too, that maybe Lederer didn't let fly. She's had a very good game. She's worked hard and thought maybe she may try to take home a consolation prize.
Well, McGirt back in. Turns it over, and Memphis with under a minute remaining. Well, let's jog it down the left. Tried to dump it in, but it's deflected off of Mitchell. They'll go to Sparks. Sparks, and got it to go off the inside leg of Howren, and that'll make it 9-0.
It's a good slaloming run by Keown. I think Sparks is trying to find Keown for the one-timer.
Number 8,
stuck out a leg. It caught the inside of her boot, and it caroms into the goal. I think she had the play read right, just the execution cost her an own goal.
Right side, under 30 seconds remaining. Keon. Memphis, see if they'll make it an even 10. Lara's shot is deflected by Howard out to the left. They'll wrap it around, see if Memphis sits on it here. It's Adino drawn. Well, she's going to go at Howard. Howard knocks it down. 7 seconds remaining. Odino drawing the quick header. Down to 3. And they won't get a shot off at the buzzer. It'll be high anyway. And Odino drawing a little contact after the whistle of McGirt. But both teams will separate, and that will be the end. So, 9-1, shorthanded Rome team, kind of what you expected. Took a little while to get going, but fatigue and attrition finally showed up in the second half.
It did, and Memphis Americans did what they should have done, and that is take advantage of that. But Rome, through 3 quarters, at least through 2.5 quarters, good value for the money given the lack of depth on their bench. It would be interesting to see if they had a full complement come tournament time. But Memphis Americans continue to roll. No surprise here. And I believe Corey Adams is going to be very happy that a lot of players got some significant minutes tonight ahead of on a week on where they're going to have to ration out the minutes if they're going to make a successful run. Because by this time next week, we will have crowned our men's and women's playoff champions.
Final scores today. Memphis Americans men win at 9-8. Memphis Americans women a winner 9-1. For everyone involved this season behind the scenes, and a special thanks to Andrew Haynes for having us. From our broadcast partner Tim Van Horn, I'm Jeff Brybell signing off for the final time of the 2022 season. Thanks for joining us. This has been the NISL.
Safely on your way home. Have a great week, everybody.